5 seconds, Stope.
Okay.
It's time for Woodward Boomer basketball on Z92.
In my book, we're going to be winners.
With the call of tonight's game,
The champ is here.
Here's Tyler Riggs.
What time is it?
Hello and welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us from Boomer Fieldhouse tonight. Jimmy Peck Court says it is senior night here in Woodward. As we're getting ready to host the Anadarko Warriors tonight, coming to town. A pair of really good Anadarko teams, both on the boys and girls side. Joined as always by Mr. Eric Scott. And Eric, been a week. We keep having these long stretches in between games, but ready to close off this regular season. What'd you say?
And it's kind of hard just being in this, like, we're kind of in this long stretch, and then you got the potential snow day tomorrow, or are we going to have a, and like trying to figure all that out. So just the kind of rhythm of the way today is. But we had professional development today for the teachers and staff members and all that, and so just kind of the rhythm of the game day has just been really weird. So it's having trouble getting in that mode right now. But I'm excited to watch these kids, especially we talked about on the other broadcasts. Good Anadarko teams, so we can kind of judge to see where the teams have improved from the first of the year heading into district play this weekend. So, yeah, I'm excited about tonight.
And that district play, you bring that up, not going to be affected by the weather. Shouldn't be. By Friday, should be all clear as far as we go to get that one in. No problems. We mentioned, of course, it was going to be at Elk City. That's going to be Friday night, 6 and 7:30 will be your game times. We'll have that, of course, on Z92 and Boomer TV. So mark that down, 6 and 7:30 your game times Friday night against Elk City. 4 districts. And that'll be kind of interesting because your teams that are playing in that regional with you, Cache, Weatherford, Clinton, Kingfisher, Elk City, Cushing, and Manford, it's a little split. So the Cushing-Manford game also Friday, those set of games along with the Woodward Elk City games. And then we got to wait until Saturday night to find out the results of the Cache-Weatherford matchups and the Clinton-Kingfisher matchups. Those 2 sets of games are being played on Saturday. So we might not know necessarily the Woodward opponent, as you'll get either the winner or loser of the District 1 games, which would be Cache-Weatherford, depending on how you do and depending on how those matchups play. So we will not know our opponent come the end of Friday. So keep that in mind.
It's kind of annoying, but
I can tell you right now, it might be Weatherford.
Well,
so if we
good
win,
chance.
If we win, yes.
And yes, that's kind of annoying, but as far as officials, things like that, being able to split those games up when they're only one game districts, both boys and girls, you're able to split things up. You're able to get some of the better officials to cover some of the better games, and and plus you got all the other games that's going on as far as regionals from the small schools going. So we saw Winoka the other night where they had a two official crew. And a lot of that had to do with there were so many games going on at the same time. So, it kind of having that split helps on the scheduling of officials.
That's what you got to do. They're humans. They can only do so much. You only got so many. That's why it's important, if you want to get involved out there.
Absolutely.
I promise you, they need you. That being said, of course, focus tonight on Anadarko Senior Night for the Boomers, as we mentioned. The girls coming into this contest for Woodward, 10-10 on the season, went 1-5 over their last 6. Now, that being said, we've talked about a lot. That's a lot of ranked teams you've had to play in that stretch. Kingfisher twice, Alva. You've had to play Hara. You've had to play, on top of that, a good Liberal team that may not be ranked in Kansas 6A, but are going to compete for their.
But they've got arguably a D1 player come the end of next year. So
yeah, so it's been a good talent lineup that they had faced. Of course, fell to Kingfisher last week, 61-39. The girls, and we talked about after the broadcast, the girls had some chances early in that game. It was 18-13 after the first quarter. You were in it, but Reagan Snyder said, "I'm taking over." Held her to 2 points in that first matchup. She said, "I'm going to go get mine this time around." Had 28. Ultimately proved to be the difference maker. It was really that second quarter, that third quarter that got Woodward. That's where Kingfisher got their space and were able to kind of keep the Boomers at bay in those quarters and obviously in the fourth. So Riley Douglas Fisher wound up being the only girl over double digits in scoring with 15. She had 15 of the 39. But it's tough because it felt like, especially in that first half, there were stretches where he played really good. It's just, man, it's the most crucial minutes, and we see it all the time, Eric. You got close quarters, and you got open quarters, and that just wasn't the strength there against Kingfisher.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if in that first time we played Kingfisher, if we kind of awoken a sleeping giant, because they looked like a different team the second half of that game. Then moving on, like you said, in the first half, this past time we still had some bright spots and things like that. But man, once they turned it on, it was hard to stop. And we talked about Reagan Snyder and what she is, and future Lady Ranger, Ride Rangers Ride. So I'm pumped about that. But she just kind of basically said, no, you got to put this team on my back and go. And they are definitely, they've got enough players that when she gets shut down, that they can still win games. But man, when she's firing all cylinders and other people can start doing some things behind her, we see it with the Boomer boys. Caden kind of being that firing all cylinders, and everybody else kind of able to do different parts and kind of fall into their roles, and it just makes our a really good team.
And speaking of the Boomer boys, they're coming into this one on a bit of a different tone than the girls. 12 straight wins. You're 16-4 on the season. That's the best record you've had to close a regular season in at least a half decade now. Date back to, I believe it was the second year of Coach Jeff Williamson. And you look at that game, you get another one over Kingfisher, able to beat them again on their floor. Caden doing his thing, 28 points. He had 4 threes in that one. Gage had 17. Then the bench produced, man, between Cole Reed and Isaiah Washington. They both came off the bench, hair on fire. Isaiah wound up with 14 points. We gave him the player of the game because that was a big boost in that one. And, it's such a litmus test coming to this because you're a different team than you were when you played Anadarko early in the season. But to be fair, you didn't get a full Anadarko team in that boys matchup. They didn't have Jalen Passy, who's a big senior for him. You'll see him tonight. 6'4", he's tough. But it felt like at times in that first matchup, Woodward was the better team. They just couldn't close out some of those opportunities. So I'm excited, Eric, to see what happens in the rematch tonight.
Yeah, Coach Gaines mentioned that on the coaches show. We talked about on broadcast where, like you said, we couldn't close that game out. We'd always get it within about 4 or 5 points, and then they kind of break away just a little bit, and then we get back, break away. We can never get over the hump. But now we are a team that goes out and expects to just take care of business. They don't even the few times they've been down kind of throughout this stretch, and starting early, it's kind of been a struggle for them. If you say that it's one of the struggles through this 12-game stretch has been starting early. We've seen teams get up. Liberal got up on us. We've seen several times where teams will get up on us. And so but they now when that happens, they're like, okay, we can come back. We can kind of overtake them, tilt the scoreboard back in our favor, and finish it out. And so it'll be interesting to see tonight. Because we know Anadarko is going to come out. They're going to come out gunning. They're going to come out ready. Because now they're at a point where they were like, we got to prove we're going up against a good 4A team that's rolling. So hey, we're going to prove what we can be going into the playoffs as well. So it should be great atmosphere. If you're listening to us or watching us and you're on Woodward and you don't plan on coming up here tonight because it's cold, get up here. This gym's going to be hot tonight.
It is.
So get up here, honor the seniors, watch a great basketball game.
And, of course, those seniors, we will have that coverage in between the games. We'll have all the seniors and honor them in between the girls and the boys' games. So keep that in mind, and we'll carry that. Ought to be a good time with that. Obviously, we only got a couple on the girls' side, got a few more on the boys' side with 5 there. But, each of them, and we'll talk about it when we get to it, but each of them have definitely contributed in their own ways and have done a phenomenal job throughout the season. So excited for that. Excited for them to get their time out here tonight. And looking at the Anadarko side of things, we mentioned 2 really good teams, both of them ranked in the top 5 and 3A coming into tonight. For the girls of Anadarko, ranked number 5 in 3A, 15-7 on the season. That earlier matchup against Woodward, it was 60-30. Heaven Hayward is going to be a name you want to pay attention to tonight.
Did she ever sign? Did we ever figure that out?
I don't know if she signed yet, but she did cross over 1,000 points.
Yeah, we talked about this going home. We were looking her up, trying to figure out if she has signed because she's a good player. She is a really good player. She should be somewhere next
year. She had 18 points in the win against Woodward last time out. It was really just, struck us both as well. She's a difference maker. Was a real tone setter. Could play inside out. Didn't matter. Was able to hit a couple threes. Dominated on the glass. They've got some good players around her as well. The interesting thing when you look at that girls matchup, Eric, the first time around, is Woodward did not have Kaylee Mills. We weren't at full strength in that matchup. And does that make up 30 points? No, but momentum's a big factor. We know that, especially with these girls, that could be the case. Maybe Kaylee could provide a little bit extra toughness. Also, your teams come together a little bit better as you've gone through the season in terms of their roles. So I'm just curious to see how that factor plays in tonight, knowing it's a different look we're giving Anadarko than what you gave them the first time they played.
Yeah, absolutely. And not just Kaylee, because we talked about how, we had a lot of inexperience there to start the season where, with Floyd getting varsity time, Culp getting varsity time, that was only their second game of the year, or the second game of their varsity careers. Bailey's getting the time that, she got some time last year, but, really this year is kind of when there was just a lot of inexperience anyways, plus you had Kaylee out until Christmas break. So, yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be interesting to see, where these girls are. I think having a break off from last Tuesday night, helps them a little bit, kind of, because they look pretty tired at the end of the Kingfisher game.
Well, and we come to find out from Coach Moore afterwards, did deal with some sickness. It avoided them when the boys got it. Now they finally got their turn with it over the last week, so you hope you're back to 100% there as well. That's not easy to come back from. So.
And Briley's going to, bring it tonight, just, with being senior night. She's going to go really hard tonight. So, it'll be interesting to see, what happens in this girls' game and how the Boomers come out and kind of show something different to the Anadarko team.
And speaking of Briley, looking at kind of the updated, rebounds, things of that nature as far as the team averages on the season. It's been a while since we touched on. Want to get some few games in because we're having a few cancellations. But Briley, Douglas Fisher does come in as the leading scorer for the Boomers. 14.9, so just at 15 essentially for her per game. Lexi Mendel just over 13. The second leading scorer, Kaylee Mills at 8.5. And then Bailey Nelson and Taylor Floyd at 4 apiece. So they've kind of supplanted some extra scoring. You look at the rebounding leaders, a little spread out. Briley's still the leading rebounder at 7 essentially per game. Kaylee at 6, and then you get Lexi Mendel, Taylor Floyd, Caitlin Culp, all with 4 boards apiece. So that's not bad in terms of that rebounding. Team assist leaders, really, it's Taylor Floyd, Riley Douglas Fisher, Lexi Mendel, the consistent ones there. Floyd with 3 a game, Douglas Fisher, Mendel with 2. And then you look at the steals. This is the one that gets me. You've got 4 girls. Douglas Fisher, Mills, Mendel, and Floyd, all averaging essentially 2.5 steals per game. So,
well, that's what we talked about this defense is, despite the record and some of the games they've had where, they go through really good defensive stretches, and they do a good job of forcing turnovers and stepping in passing lanes and, things like that. So, they definitely get the numbers that they should get. As far as in game, I think a lot of what we see, where teams pulled away from us mid to late third quarter, it goes back to that, just not having a lot of depth right now.
And that will be a curious thing as we're talking about with that sickness and all that, just to see how deep the girls really are tonight coming off of that. On the boys' side, looking at some of their scoring and updated leaders in terms of totals, no surprise here. Caden Gaines, leader in points. He's averaging 25 a game. Gage Hutchins averaging 12. Carter Reed just under 10. He's at 9.3. And then you got Isaiah Washington up to 5. Connor Sunderland, Cole Reed at 4.5 per game as far as points for rebounders. Really 2 big consistent rebounders. Caden Gaines at 8. And then Connor Sunderland at 5. Those are the 2 leaders there. Everybody else is kind of a little spread out. And then assist-wise, you got 4 guys that are doing a decent job. Connor Price, no surprise, 3.7. Carter Reed right behind him at 3.6. And then you got Caden and Gage both at 2. So, and a little over that essentially. So, and team steals, or leader in steals, I should say, Caden Gaines, Carter Reed, both right at about 2.5. So, no surprise there. The boys, I mean, we can't say enough about it. You don't want to overhype it, but it's been really impressive to continue to see them win in multiple ways over the course of this 12-game winning streak.
I think the big thing you said is multiple. When I think of multiple ways, especially kind of how they've been doing it, is you still have Caden, at the top, but it's the other guys who are filling in. Somebody might be off, but somebody else is stepping up. Whether it's Gage, maybe Sonny has a good run and gets 10 or 11 points, and then the next night it might be Isaiah. And it just kind of bounces around. Talked about Cole coming off and doing well the other night. So, sorry, I'm looking at the official. Somebody lied to me the other night, said he was going to be here, and he's not here. But it's like that. To me, that just shows how good a team the Boomer boys are. It's just multiple guys can step up.
Absolutely, for sure. And looking at the Anadarko boys side, mentioned their record, 20-4 on the season. They're number 4 in 3A coming to this. Mind you, they were a pretty competitive 4A team last year and had to get bumped down, I guess you'd say, due to the numbers. So that's kind of interesting. Their losses on the resume is really good. Twice to Weatherford, who's maybe the favorite in 4A. Once to Dale by a point, who's been dominant in 2A and quite frankly abroad. And then Bethany, which is an interesting one. Bethany, you look at the rankings, maybe not the best team in terms of the rankings of 4A, but they took Weatherford to overtime. So it's an athletic team, and that's kind of what we'll expand on. The 3 teams that have beaten Anadarko this season share characteristics of they're athletic, they've got some depth, and they have veteran presence. Those 3 factors have, washed over all those losses for Anadarko. But Woodward's not quite that way. I mean, we got athleticism, you got depth. You don't maybe have as much veteran experience as some of those other teams, especially in those big moments. But Eric, you look at it on paper, you kind of match up well with them. We saw that in the first contest. Despite Woodward not being maybe playing their best, it felt like they matched up well.
The one thing I worry about is the fact that they got their big back.
Yep.
Big back.
That'd be Jalen Passy, 6'4" senior.
When I just said that, I went to football because I said big back. But yes, because when we look at really our last loss, no, not our last loss, so second to last loss, UConn.
Yeah.
When we lost to UConn, it was a big who really kind of, stepped out and hurt us. And I don't want to take anything away from it. I saw a tweet the other day about Jeffries down at UConn, and someone was like, "How come this guy's not signed yet?" Because he's athletic, he's big, all that kind of stuff. And we don't have that size necessarily, that matches up with somebody like that. So I do kind of worry about that a little bit, but we might have to see, because I know when we were down there, really Sonny and Isaiah didn't play a lot just because of their style of play, but they may have to come in there and give us a little bit more tonight than they usually do, just as far as working hard, getting back down the floor, things like that, to match up against him.
Well, and here's the thing with that. Of course, we talked about in the first matchup, Coach Shumpert, legend at Oklahoma, the Anadarko boys coach, the active all-time win leader right now in terms of active coaches, and he's had a lot of great success. And he knows how to bring along the group. You look at the starting lineup, you mentioned Passy, Jordan Cage, a senior, Caleb Shook, a senior, Jamin Bray, a senior, and Trent Walker, a senior. So it's 5 seniors that could play together, have a lot of success together, and you can tell it when they play on the floor. There's not a lot of mistakes out there from the Anadarko boys.
No, that just, again, like you said, it comes with playing together and having that chemistry built. Luckily the Boomers kind of at that point where they've, when we played them the first time, they were still trying to figure out all the chemistry. We had Caden on the floor for the first time. You had lost some parts last year. Guys are kind of playing different roles. And so that plays into a little bit of what we saw down at Anadarko. So it'll be tonight. It's a different game, and it's hard to kind of look back and say, we know that they're a good team. We know that a standout team, but I kind of look at it, was like, let's just leave this as a completely different game. Go out there and just see what happens. You know what I mean? So
It'll be a good feather in the cap right before playoffs, and if not, you hope you take something from it heading into the playoffs if you're the Woodward side of it. Both girls' teams on the court getting warmed up, getting stretched out, and getting loose. So with that, we'll step aside for our pregame break, and on the other side, we'll get you some keys to the game, talk about why the OSSAA is here tonight, cool little series they do, and some more things ahead. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
For more than a century, Bank of Western Oklahoma has stood by our communities, understanding the unique culture and values that make Western Oklahoma special. As a locally owned and operated bank since 1908, we're not just bankers, we're your neighbors. We've seen generations grow, businesses flourish, and farms thrive. And we've been there every step of the way. Trust in a bank that shares your roots and works as hard as you do. Bank of Western Oklahoma, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Pick court as we're ready for the girls Anadarko Warriors, where the girls match up, and looking at some of those keys to the game here as we get to the final few minutes before we get to our national anthem starting lineup and opening tip. You know, we mentioned Hepburn Hayward a minute ago and what she could bring, but this Anadarko squad has a good mix of some of the young and the old. You got 3 seniors in that starting lineup, and Linnea Williams, along with Haywood and Ivory Miller, who was the second leading scorer for Anadarko in that contest the first time around. And then you got some young talent. Tasia Hightower, sophomore, she flashed, had some good moments during those that win for them. And then Amanda Peavy, an upperclassman, a junior, but she can bring her own strengths as well. And the bench goes a little deeper too. You might see, 3 or 4 girls pop off there and play well. So for tonight, Eric, with all the factors coming to this one for the Woodward girls, what's the big key to at least get yourself into this game and get yourself a chance at the start?
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with, can you get Kaylee in there? Because again, they haven't seen Kaylee except for on film this year. And Kaylee's a different player than she was last year.
Yeah.
She was a little bit more passive last year.
A lot more confident.
This year she's just going out and playing and working hard. And so, they haven't seen her except for on film. And they Lexi and Riley both getting going early. We've seen some games where they both struggle getting going. Really, Kingfisher, neither of them got going very well, and kind of came on later. Excuse me, but, we've seen other games where one of them does and the other kind of struggles, so seeing both of them step up and get going early, I think is what the Boomers need to do tonight.
We'll see if they can definitely accomplish that. On top of senior night, mentioned the OSSAA is here in an official capacity, as this was supposed to happen earlier in the season, but it was one of those canceled games. I believe it was supposed to be the Hooker game. But the OG&E rivalry series, where they've traveled around the state, highlighted various matchups throughout the season through all classes. Ultimately, it gives some monies to the schools that are highlighted in that, so it's a good deal kind of give back to the schools by OG&E. So that game is tonight for the Boomers, the OG&E rivalry series game here against Anadarko. Like I said, it was supposed to be a Hooker originally, and due to that cancellation, had to kind of move it around. So neat to see them there, see them here, I should say, and it's always cool when you see the organization giving back and a partner like OG&E being able to do that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's those large corporations that, they always want to do what they can. They're obviously, they got to make money, but most of the large corporations have offices that are all about kind of being able to get back in certain areas, different things like that. OG&E's always kind of the big partner of the OSSAA. But it's cool to see them kind of add a different dimension to it. I think this is, I don't know if they did it last year. I don't remember.
I think this is the first year.
This is the first year. So,
last year, yes.
So that's, I think it's really cool when companies kind of get back, and, there's times you wish they would more. Maybe give some money for turf.
Meanwhile, Eric's family members back here just showing stuff.
Just throwing iPads and tablets around. So just cool thing that OG&E and OSSAA partnered up and doing this year.
And of course, that reminds me of thanks to all of our fantastic sponsors that have been with us through football, basketball season, you name it. They have been with us. Pioneer Fiber, unleash tomorrow's potential with Pioneer Fiber Internet. Get speed, reliability, stream, serve, and stay connected with Pioneer Fiber. Just Wall Chevrolet and Shack, powering your scoreboard. Just Wall Chevrolet is where honesty is not just a word, it's how they drive every deal. Visit JustWellChevrolet.com or call them 580-938-2122. And Bank of Western Oklahoma. It goes beyond banking. No matter where you are, the Bank of Western Oklahoma is always close. Find a location near you. BankofWesternOklahoma.com. We get Oklahoma fired up, getting ready for our starting lineups, national anthem, and opening tip. And once we get there, we'll turn it over to Mr. Troy Hartley for those announcements. Glad everybody can join us on this senior night. Bit chilly. It's going to get much colder, obviously, the next 2 days, so we're going to enjoy what we have for now.
That's exactly
quote-unquote warmth.
That's a perfect reason to get out of the house.
Exactly.
Stop listening to us on your device, whatever it is. Get out of the house, because you're not going to want to get out of the house the next 2 days. Ooh. So maybe really the next 3 days. It's supposed to be miserably cold Thursday morning too. So
we'll find out about Anadarko going to be wearing the road purple. They've got that purple and yellow color combo. Woodward going to be wearing the home white. Let's turn over for your national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boomer Fieldhouse and welcome to Jimmy Pat Court. Tonight, your Boomers host the Anadarko Warriors and the Lady Warriors for basketball action. Folks, before our national anthem, we will recognize a moment of silence so that you may, if you choose, reflect, meditate, pray, or engage in other silent activity. Please be respectful of others during this moment of silence. And now, if you are able, we invite you to please remain standing, face the American flag for the playing of our beloved national anthem. Once again, Woodward High School would like to welcome Anadarko and their fans to Woodward, Oklahoma. And we would like to welcome all of you to Jimmy Pat Court. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Anadarko Lady Warriors. Wearing number 5, Lanaya Hooligan. Wearing number 10, Anna Pipashi. Wearing number 12, Tasia Hightower. Wearing number 15, Heaven Nagel. And wearing number 21, Ivy Miller. The Lady Warriors report by head coach Kirk Green. And now let's get the starting lineup for your Woodward Boomers! We're number 5, Lexi and Dan! We're number 13, Dan on our floor! We're number 24,
lines from both squads. For Anadarko will be Lanaya Williams, Tasia Hightower, Heaven Haywood, Ivory Miller instead of Amanda Peebushy, the junior. They go with the sophomore, Ava Peebushy. For the Boomers, Taylor Floyd, Lexi Mendel, Kaylee Mills, Briley Douglas Fisher, and Michaela Stinnett. Starting tonight, some more seniors in the lineup. Year 5.
I think we're going to get a couple seconds out of Michaela. She's injured right now, but it's cool to see that she got a chance to start on senior night. She backs all the way up to the underneath the basket because you don't want to get her hurt anymore. But still cool. Always cool when girls and guys get to go out there. You know, I've seen it where they have big knee braces on because they tore ACL still, but still get a chance to get that start. So
absolutely a great moment for all the fans and family of those players. The Boomers will be Riley Douglas Fisher tipping off against Ivory Miller. Boomers going right to left in front of us this first half. Anadarko going left to right. We're opposite the scores table to tip one.
I think Michaela's going to get her points.
Hey, they're going to let Michaela get the first points. Classy move by Anadarko. They let that one happen. So
was that Briley? Taylor got the assist. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to get the assist in there. So a cool thing, the Boomers let it come back
down. Yep. We'll get that too. So a trading of buckets to start. Cool by both teams there. Kudos to Anadarko for letting that happen. We appreciate that. And then Kayla Colt will step in to replace Michaela Stinnett.
I got a story about a kid starting on senior night against me. Well, you'll ask me at some point, maybe halftime.
Okay. Boomers the other way, working now against the press of Anadarko. Middle, breaking it ahead, races down, trying to bounce pass over to Floyd, but catching up, making the steal is Williams, and then stolen right back by the Boomers. Middle trying to get out to Douglas Fisher, top key, and that's batted away, knocked out of bounds by Miller. 7:24 first quarter underway, 2 points for each team. They had kind of a trading of baskets, let senior Michaela Stinnett for the Boomers get hers. So it's Middle, top key on the dribble, pulls up free throw line, the tough runner, off the mark, an air ball, rebound, fought for, and they'll say last touch by Anadarko as Culp was fighting on Haywood to try to get that ball.
Yeah, both girls kind of jumped out of bounds, trying to get the ball, and luckily Haywood was kind of on the inside of it. She was the one who was called with it being out of bounds.
Floyd hits Middle, cutting to the basket. Her push shot off, gets a second chance at it, high off the glass and in from the right side. Lexi Middle gets on the board with 2, and the Boomers lead 4-2. 7 minutes left first quarter underway here in the girls' game. High left wing for the Warriors. Double team is Hightower. They go back up top, trying to work it down to Haywood on Colt. Right block, gets her up, draws it. No, they say travel. Ooh. I thought it was going to be an and one, not the case.
Yeah, I was worried that because Caitlin kind of left her feet trying to go up for that. So
I'm glad we both saw the same thing.
We'll take it.
So a turnover essentially for Anadarko. Now the Boomers trying to work that press. Douglas Fish in the backcourt to Floyd to Mills, who's not across the timeline but near it. She does get across finally at the half-court line. High right wing. Needs some help though. She's picked up her dribble. Counts on. Trying to find somebody. Finally gets it to Middle to the right side. Middle on the dribble. Set up the offense. Bounce it to Cole, but that pass stepped in front, stolen away by Miller. She'll race down the left side for Anadarko. Poked at by Middle. Has to collect it. Gets up to Peebushy. Top the key. Right wing. Haywood tees up the 3. It's too strong. Long rebound. Corralled by Middle. Boomers lead 4-2. 6:15 first quarter. Now Middle poked at and they say fouled as Peebushy was trying to get in there and get one. And be able Peebushy picking up her first foul. That's the first of the ball game. Get Boomers lead 4-2. 6:14 first quarter. As Floyd inbounding in the middle, back to Floyd across timeline, high right side. Goes left wing, Douglas Fisher. Mills in the corner, trying to bounce down to Culp, and again, Miller just steps in front of Culp and takes away that one. Anadarko will push back the other way with Hightower top the key. Picks up her dribble, finds Peebushy coming to her. Has the dribble up top, guarded by Floyd. Now Hightower again collects it, trying to get some offense going. Colton guards her. Haywood takes the pass, racing below the free throw line, cut off by Douglas Fisher. Has working back out. A drive and a shot, too strong by Williams, but they say a foul on the Boomers.
Yeah, that time they got Caitlin. Really the same thing. She jumped over. She kind of went over there, bodied her up a little bit, and was charged with the foul.
And it is Colt's first, Boomers' first of the game as well. 5:38 first quarter, Boomers lead 4-2, but a chance for Williams to tie it up. First free throw, though, rims out. It's halfway in, popped out. remains 4-2 in favor of the Boomers.
That was the story of my basketball career. In and out.
In and out.
If it even hit the rim.
And the second free throw good for Williams. She gets on the board with the point. Boomers trying to work that press now, or work against, I should say, is Mendel in the deep corner. Double team, but finds Colt. Gets it to Mills down the left side, cross timeline. She's instantly double teamed, finds Mendel. Free throw line to Colt. Over right side, Douglas Fisher attacking baseline, drives by a defender and puts it home off the glass. So Riley Douglas Fisher on the board with 2, and the Boomers lead 6-3 early with 5:15 first quarter. Slade Warriors back the other way, high right wing. They go to Haywood. Up to Miller, trying to go back to Peavy, top of the key. Left wing, over to Williams in the corner. Teeing up the 3, Hightower. That one's an air ball, rebounded by Douglas Fisher underneath for the Boomers. As Mendel takes the pass, but she's double teamed deep in the backcourt. Finds Mills, though, open to Douglas Fisher, breaks the press. Right side, Douglas Fisher will take off at the lane. Lost the handle, though, on the way in. And it's a turnover on the Boomers.
Yeah, it's a tough turnover, but hey, I'll take it all night long. You know, the Boomers are doing a good job of ball movement whenever it's there. They're attacking the basket and playing with a lot of energy right now.
Yeah, not being afraid, right? No hesitancy, which is something you want to see. Mendel almost gets a steal on a pass cross court, but it's picked up by Haywood. Across the timeline for Anadarko. She's double teamed. Finds Miller. Dumps down the paint. Over Hightower for the shot left block, and she's fouled on the way up. Shot no good. And a good pass by Williams, who's crashing to the floor. The right block got it to the left side. Oh, they say no shooting foul. Okay. Call it before the shot on Floyd, her first, team second. So inbound for Anadarko. Peavy again down to Hightower, right block. Her shot off the mark. Rebound by Floyd. She'll push it ahead to Douglas Fisher. It's a one-on-one with her and Miller. Douglas Fisher, though, cut off. Now just back in. Gets by her good. Hesitates to move for the basket. Riley Douglas Fisher with 4. And the Boomers force a timeout as they lead 8-3 with 4:19 left in the first quarter.
Nice move. She thought Briley was going to back it out, pull it up. And Briley caught her as she was coming forward and just went around it.
Great Plains Bank, heritage, trust, respect. Those are the things that make Great Plains Bank great. With deep roots across Oklahoma and Texas, they are in touch with the communities in which their customers live and work. Compass Athletics, from sports equipment to championship trophies and everything in between. 2024 Main Street in Woodward, or 580-256-7045. Great Plains Bank, Compass Athletics, powering Boomer sports this season. So Boomers with an early swing of momentum. Up 8-3. Riley Douglas Fisher back-to-back baskets. You said it a minute ago. You know you're going to get a good effort from her. It's senior night. She wants the ball out.
Yeah, she wants to come out, kind of show what, you know. It's my last night. I'm going to go out strong. You know, and we're seeing it from multiple Boomers tonight. Just kind of playing with a lot of energy.
And then they call over and back on Anadarko. Boomers got a little rushed. A little miscommunication there between the sophomores of Hightower and Peavish. So it's a turnover out of the timeout for Anadarko. Coach Graham, you don't want to see that.
Yeah, and I think Anadarko will kind of settle down a little bit. But hey, I mean, again, the energy the Boomers are bringing, I think, is kind of catching Anadarko off guard a little bit.
Hightower checks out, gives way to Jordan Picotti. Also in the ball game is Drew Kelly, the sophomore for Anadarko. Right wing, it's Mills. Goes cross court, left side to middle top key. She'll attack, crossover, gets down to the right block, puts it off the glass and in. Don't know how Lexi was able to hold on to that one. Wow. Great ball handling. She's got 4 as well. Boomers lead 10-3. Now across timeline, Douglas Fisher rips away a steal from Picotti. Up ahead to middle, all by herself, but she traveled. Oh, Lexi just took about 2 or 3 steps to dribble.
Got a little too excited.
Yeah.
But, again, this half-court defense where they're waiting until right as they get across the timeline and trapping them. They're giving them a little bit of pressure, but they're not really trapping them until they get across the timeline. And Boomers playing well defense.
10-3, and there's another steal. Goes between the legs of Miller. Floyd picks it up, and then she turns it right back over as it's stolen away by Peavy, who tries to work it down to Drew Kelly, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Boomers.
Yeah, that's tough. When you get turnovers, you've got to capitalize. That's 2 straight possessions where the Boomers have forced a turnover, but turned it right back over and didn't get anything out of it.
Could be 11-point lead, to your point, but instead it's 7. As Anadarko trails 10-3, 3:27 first quarter, and they've got the possession. As it saves the Peavy between the block and the 3-point line on the baseline, right side inbounding. Gets over to Kelly in the corner. On the right side to Cotty on the wing. Back to Biwashi, corner three. It's a little short, goes off high. And then Miller with the board backside. Her shot, though, too strong. Tipped around and scooped up by Taylor Floyd for the Boomers. 3:10 left first quarter. Tries to feed it ahead to Douglas Fisher on the right side, and that's swatted out of bounds by Ivory Miller into the Anadarko bench. Some more possession still. As it'll be Douglas Fisher inbounding the middle. Boomers lead 10-3. And on the handle at the W. Picked up by Jordan Picotti. It's a high screen from Douglas Fisher. Can't quite use it. Feeds to Douglas Fisher right side. Thought about the shot instead. Picks up her dribble. Trying to bounce it down the middle on the cut. Stolen away by Miller. She's read a couple of those. Over down the right side on Floyd. Goes for the layup, and she's fouled by Douglas Fisher. It's an and one for Ivory Miller. Her first basket of the game.
Yeah, Briley tried to do what she could to not allow her to make the basket, but
to get enough of her to affect the shot was the problem. And Ivory, a tough senior at 5'11". A free throw to complete the three-point play, and she nailed 10-6. Boomers lead still. 2:51 first quarter. As Heaven Haywood will check out and give way to Linnea Williams. It's middle of the backcourt for the Boomers. Goes ahead to Cole. Behind the W still. Still in the backcourt, back to middle. Has to try to find Douglas Fisher at the timeline. Pass too high. Stolen away by Williams. Taylor Ford on her as she crosses the timeline. Gets it to Miller, top of the key. Right wing Hightower. Picked up by Douglas Fisher. Boomers lead 10-6 with 2:28 first quarter. Anadarko trying to close that gap. Right side. It's Miller attacking on the baseline through a double team. Goes up, gets the layup to stick, and another foul. Ivory Miller with a quick 5. She's got back-to-back baskets and potential back-to-back and ones. As Mendel picks up her first. Miller on the free throw, rims out, rebound by Culp underneath, so the Boomers stay to lead 10-8. 2:17 first quarter. Mendel trying to throw it ahead to Douglas Fisher. She collides with Williams. No call there. It's turned over. Back the other way. Kelly for the layup for Anadarko. Scoops it home. And Anadarko, just like that, ties it up at 10. 2:02 left first quarter. It's Mendel across the timeline for the Boomers. Now trying to attack down the right side. Wanted to bounce it to Cole, but stolen away by Williams. Stepped in front of it. Crosses over in transition. Gets below the free throw line. Hop steps through the lane. Shot too strong. Rebound tipped over to Floyd. But then she's poked and stolen by Williams from behind. Work it out. Miller top the key. Gets left elbow. And the middle fouls. Swiped at her arms there. As Miller went through a bit of a, tried to get a rip through move. And it's 2 now on Lacey Middle. Now bring Bailey Nelson off the bench. She'll take out Kaylin Culp. Coach Woodward trusting them. And at 41 left first quarter. It was the 15th foul on the Boomers, so it does send Miller to the free throw line. She got 5 points of the 10 for Anadarko. Started to heat up. First free throw good, and Anadarko has their first lead of the game at 11-10.
Yeah, defensively, the Boomers all of a sudden have kind of stopped moving their feet. You know, I think you kind of described it perfectly on that foul. It's swiped at the ball.
Second free throw by Miller, no good, but Kelly comes up with the offensive rebound and just scoops it home off the glass. Drew Kelly with 4 off the bench. Anadarko with a 3-point lead now, 13-10 in the 31st quarter. Right side, it's Nelson. Picks up her dribble, finds Mendel, though cut to the block. She's cut off by Kelly and has to back it all the way out. So as the dribble goes top the key, Douglas Fisher. She gets the screen from Mills, can't quite use it. Kicks in the corner, Mendel. Right side driving through some traffic. The layup a little short, but she drew the foul. So it'll be Lacey Mendel to the free throw line.
Hey, here's an interesting thing looking at it. Anadarko's only got 2 rebounds on the offensive end, but they've got 13 points. Most of those points are coming off turnovers.
Yeah, steals and scores the other way. Mendel at the line. First free throw rims out.
The Boomers
side now.
Boomers already have 11 turnovers tonight.
Definitely want to clean that up. Mendel going for the second free throw. Trying to split the pair. That one's short. Rebound, though, by Nelson underneath. She puts it off the glass just out the front of the rim. Rebound taken by Anadarko. Push ahead to Williams across the timeline. Checked hard by Mendel. Now triple teamed with Floyd and Nelson on her. First, Floyd and Douglas Fisher, excuse me. And they'll get Floyd for coming in a little too hard, trying to rip it away.
Yeah, that's one of those situations, young player, you know, they're wanting to go get the steal, but when you easily have 3 girls around there forcing a really good trap, you know, don't reach in there and, you know, bail them out with the foul.
And that does send Linnea Williams to the free throw line. This is the number 16th foul of the quarter. Williams' first free throw falls. She's got 2 points by way of the free throw line.
This foul trouble is really scary for the Boomers. I mean,
yeah, especially with the week you had, you don't want to risk having to dig deep into the bench. Second free throw rims out, and they'll say last touch by the Boomers on the rebound chance. It was Douglas Fisher and Williams battling underneath. Stays with Anadarko. 14-10. The Warriors lead with 1:01 left in the first quarter. On the inbounds, Hightower, her shot too strong in front of the rim. Rebound taken by Nelson. She'll race ahead, trying to beat everybody down the floor. Hit from behind. No call on the shot, but it does say with the Boomers, they say it was a block.
I think that was the right call. I don't think there was a whole lot of contact there. Bailey really wasn't under good control as far as once she got down there near the lane. So
that'll be Spindle inbound. He goes top the key to Nelson. Swings back over to Mendel, left wing, takes the 3 open, and too strong on the 3. Rebound to the right to Nelson on the right elbow. Now she's got a dribble, deep corner, trying to go baseline, bounces it to Mills underneath. Seeing a near triple team, back to Nelson, tried to take the shot, it's blocked, but Floyd grabs it, and she's fouled. It's not a bad idea, but Anadarko's got that length too. You got to be careful if you're the Boomers.
yeah, it's hard because you look out there on the floor, you've got 3 Anadarko girls taller than
all
any of the
standing,
Boomers
not
right
quite
now.
6 foot, but a good 5'11", almost 6 foot. And one of those 5'11" girls, Ivory Miller, just picked up her second foul. She'll go sit. As it's Floyd beneath right block and batting for the Boomers. Gets into Nelson. She'll drive baseline and then is fouled by, ooh, that could be big because if it's on Haywood.
No, I think it's going to be on Williams.
Okay. Yeah, it is on Williams. Say if it's on Haywood, that's 1, but it's 1 on Williams.
I think that was kind of a visual thing where I think Bailey just lost it, but it looked like the ball was like it hit her arm and caused her to kind of lose control of the ball. So I don't think there was actually a foul, but we got it.
Inbound attempt with 35 seconds remaining in the quarter. Tipped out of bounds by Anadarko. There was another chance. Floyd went down to Douglas Fisher, top the key. Swing it over to Nelson, left side. Has her dribble. Feeds back up top to Douglas Fisher with 25 seconds in the quarter. Right side to Floyd. Looking for some help and just threw it inside. Nobody was seeing it. It's a turnover by the Boomers. As Williams will pick it up, calm it down. She'll jog across timeline with 13 seconds. Anadarko likely going to get the final shot. Haywood kicks in the corner to Kelly with 8. Back up high left wing to Pivashi. To Haywood, left side. Takes the 3 at the buzzer. Rainbows and high off the glass, or off the back iron, I should say. And that's how we end the quarter with Anadarko leading 14-10 after 1. We'll step aside. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
This back-to-school season, give your home the connection it deserves with Go Pioneer Fiber Internet. Experience the power of Wi-Fi 6 technology for smoother streaming, gaming, and learning. And with the Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app, managing your home network is a breeze. Choose from multiple plans with symmetrical speeds for lightning-fast uploads and downloads. Get your family school-ready with Go Pioneer Fiber Internet. Sign up today at gopioneer.com.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's longest-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire, at 2220 Main in Woodward.
Fieldhouse ready for the second quarter. 19-10 after the first turnovers. Unfortunately, the name of the game for the Brewers in that first quarter.
Yeah, they've got 12 turnovers overall. So.
As of the Anadarko starting out with the possession, begin the second quarter. It's Pivashi taking the inbounds pass, left wing to Williams. She's looking to move it on, finds Hightower in the corner. Pivashi will catch between them, and popping out for the shot is Williams for 3. That's off the mark. Rebound taken by the Boomers as Douglas Fisher will push ahead, rolls off her, and the Mills able to take it, but she traveled in the middle of that. So.
My dang dogs are out. Brandy's having a row.
Oh no, that's why she grabbed the keys. Thought she was going to leave you here. That'd be. I don't.
Well, she is leaving me here, but.
Anadarko back the other way, leading 15-10. Speed Machine top the key, right side to Hayward. She's going to turn, drive through the paint, through defender. Shot too strong though. Rebound batted right down to Williams. Mills was trying to bat it, couldn't find a mover. This is out to Speed Machine top the key. Extended possession for Anadarko. Right wing to Williams. Swing around the perimeter. Haywood gets it left side. Working free throw line to Hightower. Williams trying to cut in, cut off by Douglas Fisher. As again, Anadarko have to reset. P-Machine top the key. Williams all by herself on that right side. Doesn't want to take the shot. Kelly trying to throw it into Hightower, cutting in. Loses the handle. They get it back out. Hightower takes it, and then she travels. And a great defensive possession by the Boomers.
Yeah, Boomers did a great job of their rotations. You talked about Briley sliding over that one time, cutting a girl off, and you know, great job. And that's what you need to do is just be patient and let them make the mistake.
So there's Douglas Fisher in the backcourt. Goes over to middle left side. She'll attack. Gets some space. Flies through the lane. Left to a level short. Rebound taken by Kelly underneath for Anadarko. She'll push over to Haywood. Nelson trying to keep up with her. Top the key. Haywood cut off a little bit. Bounces over to P-Machine right side. In the corner it's Kelly. Guarded by Douglas Fisher. Out to Haywood on the wing. Back in the corner. P-Machine gets open. She'll take the three. Off the mark, a little too strong. A scrum for the rebound. It's loose. And who knocked out of bounds? They say Anadarko. Hightower the last touch. So the Boomers will get the possession. Left P-Machine open, but she did take advantage of it. Now press a little bit on as the inbounds from Floyd to Nelson. She'll race by everybody and then kick it over to Douglas Fisher. Left wing for three. Too strong by Briley, and then a foul loose ball underneath. Looks like it might be on Woodward and Kaylee Mills, and it is. Good look, just couldn't get it to go down. Good pass from Nelson out of that. Boomers though have been on a little bit of a drought. Led 10-3 early, but since then it's been an 11-0 run for Anadarko. Warriors the other way on the right side with Haywood. Top to keep Miller back in the ball game. She'll get through the paint, get by Mills, and scoop it home with the right hand. Miller with 8 in this one. As Boomers trying to deal with the pressure, trailing 16-10, 5:50 in the half. Middle able to break it ahead all by herself. Gets down the lane and gets a layup over Miller. And Miller had to play it safe because she's got those 2 fouls.
Yeah, she did. Great job by Lexi to take it at her. Go up strong to the basket and make sure you make the basket.
Miller's first score since about midway through the first quarter. It's now 16-12. Attacking on the baseline is Williams for Anadarko and gets it home from the left side through some contact. It's an and one. Tough drive by Williams. She's got 4. And they will get the second on Kaylee Mills. Second report as well for Boomers. 18-12 in favor of Anadarko. Make it 19 as Williams sinks the free throw. She's got 5. 5:25 left in the half. Douglas Fisher taking the pass from middle. She tries to pass it out. Miller just bats it, takes it for herself, gets the layup. Miller so adept at reading those. She's got 10 of the 21. Now it's a 9-point ball game in favor of the Warriors. Mills the other way for the Boomers to Nelson. She'll drive left side, tried to stick the floater, too strong. Rebound taken by Hightower on the backside, floats it ahead and laid it up, and it is P-Machine. And just like that, Anadarko is up and rolling. The first basket from P-Machine as Anadarko leads 23-12 with 4:57 left in the half. R5 customer embroidery. When you work with R5, you can count on a quick, fun, and enjoyable process with results that consistently exceed expectations. Go chat with your screen printers about customized apparel. 817 Main Street in Woodward, or 580-256-3579. Western Drug, 1021 Oklahoma Avenue. They've got a friendly and caring staff in the drive-thru window that is awfully convenient. Always excellent service. 580-256-5586. R5 Western Drug, powering Boomer Sports this season on KMZ and the Woodward. So Anadarko started to wake up a little bit, Eric, and the Boomers a couple chances don't go down. Now you find yourself in this 11-point hole.
Yeah, Boomers overall have just kind of gotten sloppy here. They're up to 14 turnovers. We talked about how a lot of Anadarko's points are coming off turnovers, but also rebounding. Boomers start struggling a little bit on the boards too. They've just kind of lost all the energy they had going on early.
This will be Floyd and Benny from Boomers out of the timeout. They'll work it to her back on the right side to break the press. Trying to get it ahead to Mills, and can't handle it. Bit of a wild sequence there. Another turnover.
It's hard because, you know, Anadarko goes long.
They are.
You know, and they're well coached and they get put in the right spots to, you know, force you to make some bad passes. That's what's happening to the Boomers right now.
Lady Warriors with it. Top to key, Peter Sheet, right side to Haywood. It's been a little quiet so far in this one. She'll try to tag down the right side, and they'll call a foul on the floor on the Boomers.
I think he's going to give it to Briley.
That'd be Briley's second. So we've got Mendel, Floyd, and Mills, along with Douglas Fisher, all with 2. Nope, they gave it to Nelson. Okay.
Oh, they did give it to Nelson.
That,
He pointed
that
at
works a little
Briley.
better. It's okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Let's say you're going to have 4 players with 2 fouls on the inbounds. Mendel steps in front of the pass, steals it. Then her pass swatted, stolen right back by Williams. Working left side, Haywood looking to pass it over. Finds Williams on the right wing. Top to keep Peavy. Back to Haywood. Looking to attack from that wing. Spins on Mills, and she traveled with it. That's the one thing. I know the Boomers trailed by 11. Haywood has 2 points. They've held her at least in check, I guess you could say, so far. But the other senior, Ivory Miller, is doing some work. Boomers in the backcourt on the possession as Mendel, able to get around the pressure. Looking to attack, bounces down to Colton, the 3-on-2. She gets layup, and a foul. It's an and 1 for Caitlin Colton. That was about picture perfect, Eric, as far as breaking the press and then making the play off of it.
Well, you know, in the penetration, helping kind of pull somebody off just enough that you can dump it underneath there to Caitlin as she's getting to the basket. You know, great job by Caitlin, the sophomore, to go up strong, then draw the contact.
The foul is on Haywood, her first. Kolb at the line looking for the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. The free throw, though, pops out. And rebound, knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by Anadarko. Despite the miss, it's an extended possession for the Boomers. So trail by 9, 23-14, 4:08 left in the half. Somebody's got inbound from the Boomers. Now they realize Nelson gets there under the left block. I say that. Oh, yeah. Got to pick up the pieces. Maybe some pom-pom from the Anadarko cheerleaders.
Probably some pom.
Nelson between the block and the 3-point line, left side inbounding, looking to find somebody, gets it to Mendel in the corner, left side. She'll dribble around, top the key, guarded tightly by Peavy. Now on the right wing, Peavy poking at her. It gets poked loose and a turnover as Anadarko able to pick it up with Picotti. Will feed it back to Peavy. High left wing. Bounces it to Miller, but the pass stolen away by Mendel before it could get there in the backcourt, but now she's double teamed. Needs some help. Girl's going to have to come to her. Colt does. Finds Douglas Fisher. Works it over to Mills. It's 2-on-1. Mills, tried to spin move on Kelly.
Wow.
Maybe got away with the travel. Her second shot blocked. And now a third attempt swatted out of bounds as well. Wow.
She definitely got away with the travel there.
Yeah. One, it was a 2-on-1. I don't know if she stood C for running mate there or not. Had an opportunity for the pass. And it'll be Floyd checking in for Mills.
I almost wonder if she kind of caught herself off guard, thought she traveled, and that's why she didn't go up nearly as strong as she did.
Boomers have it. It's Nelson beneath left block, out to Douglas Fisher. Tough catch. Pulls up in the lane, and it sticks off the back iron and in. Riley on the jumper. She's got 6. And you're back down to a 7-point advantage for Anadarko, 23-16. Across the timeline, Picotti goes left wing, high, Peavy. Over to Picotti in the corner to Kelly. Looking back around, Picotti takes the 3 left corner and buries it. Jordan Picotti, only listed at 5'6", stepped up and hit that 3, her first basket of the game. Back to a 10-point advantage for Anadarko with 3 minutes left in the half, 26-16. Boomers on the possession, Mendel bounces it down. Douglas Fisher, a tough take from the right block off the glass in there. She's got 8. Anadarko breaking the pressure the other way as Williams takes a high right wing, feeds it to Miller beside her. Back over to Williams, swing around left side. Picotti, the corner to Kelly. Sees the double team coming, gets it to Peavy up top. Williams will launch the 3, splashed. Catch and shoot for Williams. She's got 8. It's 29-18, Anadarko ahead with 2:24 left in the half. Mendel pushing quickly out of the make. Right wing to Floyd. Up top, Douglas Fisher. Back free throw line to Colt. Left side, Nelson. She gets some space, drives, hangs, hits the layup. Bailey Nelson. Good take. Good control, too, on the finish. That was
Right.
tough.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a couple times where Bailey's gone up a little too strong and taking people out, but she pulled up just in the right spot.
Now double team right in front of us. Williams double teamer pass batted by Nelson, stolen by Douglas Fisher, but then she dribbled it off the foot of Floyd as they were kind of running close together. Anadarko back the other way. It's Miller across the top line right side. Get to the baseline and then a foul.
Yeah.
An offensive foul. They say Miller using that arm to hook.
I was about to say, I thought they were going to get Bailey, and then I was about to come up and yell at the official. I'm just joking. But yeah, she definitely kind of was trying to get a little bit of separation, kind of reached around her a little bit and hooked her and drew the offensive foul.
So it's the third on Ivory Miller, which is big. Send her probably to the bench for the rest of the half. Boomer Trail 29-20 with a minute 40 left in the half. Right wing Douglas Fisher zips down to Nelson, trying to go up strong on Haywood. And Haywood just, or excuse me, Hightower, and Hightower just takes it away from her essentially. Feeds it ahead. Jumper from McCarty. Left side, too strong off the back iron. Rebound by Colt. She'll get it ahead to Nelson. Finds Douglas Fisher flying in. Oh, the shot too strong. Long contact, no call there. Rebound taken by Hightower on the backside. Douglas Fisher being a good sport, trying to help up McCarty. That was a tough collision. Haywood on the right side for Anadarko. Slows it down. Top the key is over reset to Peavy out of the corner to Kelly. Minute 2 left in the half. Trail 29-20. A little catch around the perimeter for Anadarko. Free throw line. Hightower takes it, dumps it down to Kelly. Tough pass. Missed though by Kelly. Rebound works its way to Hightower. And then flying in Nelson trying to get a steal as the pass got out to Haywood in the right corner. And that's Nelson's second. Fourth of the quarter for Boomers. Kaylee Mills will check back in, taking out Nelson. 50 seconds left in the half. Boomers trail 29-20. Anadarko on the possession. Down to Hightower right side. On the wing, it's Peavy to Haywood of the corner. Back up top. We'll swing it to McCarty left wing. Looks off the shot and just resets back up to Peavy. 38 seconds left in the half. Boomers trail 29-20. Middle tried to set off to the steal on Kelly in the left corner to no avail. McCarty takes it. She'll drive. Bounces over to Hightower. Good pass. Got everybody crashing in on her, and Hightower cashes in for an easy basket. That's her first of the game. That's 31-20 in favor of Anadarko. Middle the other way with 18 seconds for the Boomers. Able to cross up. And now has pressure coming to her. They're swiping at her. She's on the ground. It's loose. And a jump ball possession or keeps it with the Boomers.
Yeah, good job by Lexi. She was going down. She didn't have control of it at all, but she was able to get a hand in there. And you look at both hands touching the ball at once, or don't call that jump ball. 11
seconds left in the half. Boomers have possession, trailing 31-20. Floyd the inbounder on the baseline left side between the block and the three-point line. Go into Douglas Fisher in the corner. Top key middle with 9. Right side, Floyd with 7. Looking to attack baseline, pulls up for the jumper, a little short from that left side. Rebounded by Anadarko, 2-1, and they don't get the shot off in time. That's how we end the first half. It's Anadarko on top of Woodward, 31-20 at the break here on senior night. We'll step aside. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Life never stops moving. Between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can lose track of the miles and focus on what really matters, the memories made along the way. Stop in today at 2220 Main in Woodward to see your local Michelin dealer, Pipe Lanes Tire.
Feel safe and secure with Arlo Wireless Outdoor Camera, available at Pioneer. Arlo offers top-notch protection with crystal clear video quality, rain or shine. Monitor your home from anywhere with remote smartphone access, whether you're at home or on the go. Arlo keeps you connected to what matters most. Trust Arlo and Pioneer to keep your home safe and secure. Visit GoPioneer.com to get your Arlo wireless cameras today.
At the half, as the Boomers trail 31-20 at the break to Anadarko. Let's take a look at your High Plains Tire halftime stats and recap. Leading the Boomers at the half, it is Riley Douglas Fisher with 8 points. Lexi Mendel with 6. We got 2 apiece for Kayla Colt, Bailey Nelson, and Michaela Stinnix, all with 2. On the Anadarko side, Ivory Miller leading the way. She's got 10 points, the senior. 8 points for Linnea Williams, 4 for True Kelly, and then 3 for Jordan McCarty. 2 apiece for Heaven Haywood, Tasia Hightower, and Ava Pubishi. Eric, how are we looking on turnovers, rebounds, things of that nature?
So just kind of a quick look at it. The Boomers are actually out-rebounding like we talked about earlier. A lot of the early points came off turnovers. We'll get to that in a second. The Boomers out-rebounding 17-13 right now. Anadarko has 6 of those rebounds on the offensive side, but looking at it, Floyd actually leads the Boomers with 4 rebounds, 1 offensive there. Mills has 2 offensive boards. Nelson and Colt both have 2 offensive rebounds. Lexi Mendel also has 2 rebounds. So kind of balancing out the rebounding. And then Riley Douglas Fisher has a rebound. Mendel has 3 steals. Fisher has 2 steals. Floyd has a steal. Looking at turnovers, Boomers, kind of had done a decent job forcing some turnovers, but giving up turnovers. Giving the ball to Anadarko. The total is 18 turnovers for the Boomers to just 11 for Anadarko. So that's really kind of the big difference right there.
Yeah, and to be fair, it is an improved first half compared to the first matchup. At halftime in the first matchup, Anadarko was 44-14. So you're in a much better spot, but you still feel like there's a lot to be desired, if you will, out of the Boomers tonight. Quarter scoring, 14-10 the first quarter, and then 17-10 in that second quarter. And Woodward led 10-3 early.
Yeah, it was that kind of that stretch, kind of early second quarter where the Boomers kind of fell apart. They couldn't get anything going as far as good passes. They just had no energy. Coach Moore took a timeout, and they came out much better after that timeout. They just kind of needed that reset. So they kind of snowballed on them a little bit. So good job kind of rebounding themselves there. And still keeping themselves in this game.
Yeah, I mean, you're down 11 at the half, and you got a lot you can work on at the halftime and say, hey, here's what we need to do better. And you've still given yourself a shot much better than what you did in that first matchup. So High Plains Tire halftime stats and recap. Visit High Plains Tire, 2220 Main Street in Woodward is where your dollar goes further. Step aside for a quick break. Come back with some of those keys to the second half. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Are you looking for a bank that understands your needs and works as hard as you do? Welcome to Bank of Western Oklahoma, proudly serving our area since 1908, offering free checking with no monthly fees and convenient mobile banking. Whether you're in Cordell, Elk City, Weatherford, Woodward, or any of our 6 locations, we're always nearby. Bank of Western Oklahoma, where the Western Oklahoma spirit is alive and well. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
The half, Woodward trails 31-20 to the Anadarko Lady Warriors. And Eric, we'll let you do the honors. I guess we got some breaking news.
Breaking news. I get to sleep in tomorrow. Woodward Public Schools are closed tomorrow due to the weather. I think it's kind of a mix between the snow and the cold because you think about, kids being out there standing on the bus stops, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be dangerously cold. So, I think Woodward kind of joined a bunch of other schools and saying, hey, we're going to have the school up. Our kids are out for the next 2 days. They've already called 2 days of school at Cherokee. So
there you go. Yeah, I would say there's quite a few schools as we were getting to the 4 or 5 o'clock hour, if you will, starting to put in their cancellations.
Moreland put theirs right around 6 o'clock, I think is what I saw. So right before we came on the air. So
Cherokee, I know Beaver's closed, probably a bunch of other ones here.
I think pretty much everybody's going to be closed tomorrow.
Yeah,
at this point.
Safe bet. So there you go. Woodward Public Schools officially closed tomorrow. So if you got a kid out there, you're listening. No, you get to sleep in, like Eric said. He's excited.
I know, except you're trying to rope me into coming and helping with the morning show tomorrow.
We could trade spots. I think CJ would love to have you.
I don't know. I don't know.
I just miss it. We'll be there. Anyways, looking at the keys to the second half, Eric, you know, we talked about those turnovers. Obviously, we want to clean those up. What's some of the other things that Woodward's got to do to close this 11-point gap?
I mean, really, I think it is the big one is the turnovers. Let's clean them up, but maintain energy. You know, don't go through those stretches where we kind of give up on the energy side. Kind of struggle a little bit there. You know, and don't let things snowball. You know, when something bad happens, just shake it off. You know, and get out there and take care of business.
Absolutely. We've talked a lot about that with this team over the course of the season. Those emotions, right? Trying to ride them and control. When you're not playing well in the stretch, you got to keep your heads up. That's not easy. You know how it is with high school kids. That can be a little tougher done than said.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking over here, and they're doing the reverse raffle right now for after prom, and the winner gets $5,000. So I think that's kind of.
Did you get any tickets?
So I did not. It's $100 a ticket. I am a broke teacher.
I mean, still, you could have. You know, I could have loaned you a little money. We could have split the $5K. We would have won.
I should have asked you. You're the one that who has had really.
I've got good luck.
Who's had some good luck at certain establishments.
That way. I have good luck. So we could have lucked into that one, but did that reversal.
So.
There you go. Angie Barnett, the winner, I guess. A couple of minutes before we get to the start of the second half. As they put 4 back on the clock, letting the teams get warmed up. They had held them there in the locker room. So girls just now get back to the court, and we'll get warmed up for that second half. Silly State Bank now with the branch in Woodward, the new location, 2314 Williams Avenue. Silly State Bank Woodward branch offers full-service banking, including personal checking, saving, home and commercial loans, mobile and online banking, wire transfers, and much more. M&D Enterprises and Lawnmower Shop for your best lawn, porch, or patio. M&D Enterprises and Lawnmower Shop are your people. They carry everything you need to make your greenscape that little piece of heaven you've always dreamed of. Locations in Woodward, Kent, and Weatherford. And Smith & Co. Auction and Realty. They're Oklahoma's real estate and land auction experts. Smith & Co. is the #1 choice for all your land auctions and real estate needs. 580-254-3975 or email ira@smithcorealestate.com. Silly State Bank, M&D, Smith & Co. Powering Boomer Sports this season. And a reminder, last regular season game tonight on this senior night. Then the Boomers will head to Elk City Friday night for districts. Game times 6 and 7:30, not your usual 6:30 and 8, so be mindful of that, 6 and 7:30. Of course, we'll have it on Z92 and Boomer TV for that. It'll be the second time in 3 years the Boomers have played districts in Elk City. The boys were successful the last time up there. The girls fell a little short, but then you turned around the regional and you were able to come up big if you're the girls after that. The boys came up a little short. So we'll see what fortune awaits you. The winner, if you win that game, likely to draw Weatherford to continue into the regionals, and then so on and so forth.
And that's, at time, I guess, honestly, it's not the great thing about 4A and down in Oklahoma because everybody makes the playoffs.
Right.
And then, honestly, whenever you get, like 4A, 3A, I can't remember if 2A does, but they only play 2-team districts, so everybody moves on to regionals anyway. So, I personally would rather go to a district format to where you cut some of those teams out, playoffs actually.
Similar to what we got with football where you take the top so many. Yeah.
Right. But flip side, the Boomers, I'm trying to remember what year that was.
Say they had a good run.
05, 04. Boomers had a really poor.
Back when you were a young man, a teenager.
I was in college already.
Oh, never mind. You were an adult. I gave you too much credit.
I'm trying to look back here. Give me just a second.
He's checking the banners.
I can tell you exactly what year it was. It was the 04 season. Boomers had, I think, only like 4 or 5 wins. Made a run to the state tournament in the playoffs. So they benefited from that where everybody gets in. This is the boys we're talking about.
Yeah. They were quarterfinalists there.
Yeah. So, but that gets to my point where what I was about to say was, it's a new season. You come Friday, your record's 0-0. You just go out there, you just take care of business. It doesn't matter what you've done all year long, as long as you win that game, the next game, and so on. to the point where you're playing in the big house, the only big house. I'm not gonna call the new one the big house.
And hey, the last chance at the big house.
The last chance at the big house.
Last dance.
So
before the big house 2.0, the bigger house.
It's not the. Have you seen the inside?
I haven't.
Honestly, the setup is they actually almost copied the setup. Like it's a little bit bigger and obviously modern, but they have that opened end.
Hence the bigger house.
The bigger. It's probably going to be less seating, to be honest with you, though.
I think it is supposed to be
because
if I remember correctly.
Those old wooden seats are pretty narrow.
They were. They were not for people of the modern times. Let's put that.
But there's nothing better, like us fatsos. There's nothing better than being in there sitting in wooden seats. Oklahoma starts playing, the lights come on.
Great environment.
So.
And the dogs are saved.
I'm getting a glare, so. I'm going to take these off, figure out what the deal was.
I'll make sure you don't get any explosives in there. So it's going to be Anadarko starting with the ball to begin the second half. And they're working right to left of this half. Brewers are working left to right in front of us. We're opposite the scorer's table. As it's Hayward, top of the key, taking the handoff. She'll feed it to Peebushy. Will hand it to Williams. Still on that right side. Hayward tees up a deep three from the wing and nailed it from the Jimmy Peckcourt logo.
That's a long shot. And she is not signed yet, by the way.
Oh, man. Goodness. I don't know how. 34-20, Anadarko leads. Brewers the other way on their first possession. Middle facing some pressure in the backcourt and a foul on Anadarko, and it's on Hayward. So that should be her second.
As Hayward went in there to get the ball. One official thought she had her hand on the ball, but the other one was able to notice that she actually got the hand on Lexi's arm. So.
Just keep that possession. Like I said, second foul on Hayward, first of the quarter for either teams. Smooth's working ahead to Douglas Fisher across the top line, kicks it to Nelson left side. Has the dribble, but looking to pass, now picks it up. Trying to bounce it down to Mills, and then stepping in front of that is Williams. Read the pass. Feeds ahead to Hayward. Left side, she'll attack. Cut off, though, by Middle. Just has pass up to Williams, top of the key. Trying to go back to Hayward, but Middle bats it, and then trying to save it. Throws in the backcourt, and Anadarko will retrieve it with Peebushy. She'll race ahead back across the top line. Right side to Miller. She'll attack into the paint. Stop, turn around. The jumper rolls in. Stop and pop for Miller. She's got 12, leading all scores so far tonight. 36-20, the Boomers trail. Bill's able to collect it off the near steal. Floyd taking it. Going to attack on Williams, or excuse me, on Miller, and then just easily gets the layup. Miller didn't really challenge her. They want her fourth foul. It's the first basket for Floyd. 36-22. Boomers trail by 14. 6:30 left, third quarter. As it's Miller taking the handoff for Anadarko from Peebushy, top of the key, right wing. Hayward tees up another three, that one with pressure. It's an air ball, rebound taken by Middle. Trying to cross over on a couple defenders. Hightower gets in there and rips it away. Anadarko the other way as Miller gets in the paint. Double team coming to her. Top of the key to Hightower. Over to Miller, right side again. She'll try to drive through some traffic. Good defense by the Boomers. But then a shot underneath in the basket by Anadarko. As it's Hightower coming in to clean it up, her fourth point. Middle racing the other way from the Boomers out of the make and tried to sling a pass over to Mills and just got knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, the Boomers, they've had moments here in the second half early on that they've looked really good, and they've had moments where they look sloppy.
Playing with energy, but doing it a little too out of control. Right?
I think what they need to do is just really attack these girls underneath and see if they can draw some more fouls.
You got Floyd, the inbounder for the Boomers, trying to get it to Nelson right corner. It's knocked out of bounds by Anadarko. Another chance for the Boomers. And to your point, Eric, I mean, you got Miller with 3 fouls, 2 for Evan Hayward. Like, there's a couple girls you definitely attack. Inbounds goes Douglas Fisher this time. Her jumper hits the side of the backboard. It's a little off. Rebound. Scrap 4. They'll say jump ball. Possession arrow gives it to Woodward. Mills thought she had the possession. Her and Hayward got down on the floor.
Well, Bills is actually really close to being called for the travel.
Right.
She kind of rolled as she had it. So
maybe a bit of a break, you're saying, then, for the Boomers to get the jump ball.
I think so.
Middle, beneath the right block, the inbounder. Right side to Floyd on the wing, top the key to Nelson. Finds Middle in the right corner. Dribbles back around. Douglas Fisher wanted to get it worked around. Nelson has it, though. Goes top key to Floyd. Douglas Fisher trying to work in that paint. Floyd trying to bounce it to her, but Picotti all on the defense. Picotti Again, only listed at 5'6", but she's playing tough down in the paint right now.
And that's the thing is, like, you know, Briley feels like she's got a mismatch on her, but, you know, Bugatti's doing everything she can to keep the ball out of Briley's hands.
And they do get into Douglas Fisher on the inbounds. Right block. Shot a little bit too strong. Rebound by Anadarko on the backside. Work ahead with Peabody. Hand off to Bugatti left side. Dribbles into the paint. Fires it down low on the block. And an easy 2 from the left side for True Kelly. She's got 6. It's 40-22 in favor of Anadarko. They've been on a 9-2 run so far this third quarter. As it's Nelson right side, double team, needs some help. And now a foul on Anadarko as Peabody came in and tried to rip it away.
Not so sure that shouldn't have been a jump ball, but I'll take the foul.
We'll take it. Second on Peabody, second of the quarter for Anadarko. As Williams checks in, Peabody checks out. Boomers, it's Nelson, Floyd, Bendel, Douglas Fisher, and Mills. Douglas Fisher takes it to the right side off the pass. Nelson drives, draws the foul, the shot off the mark, but it'll be Briley to the free throw line for 2 shots. And they get Cotty, that'll be her first. Third of the quarter for Anadarko. First free throw for Douglas Fisher, up and in. She's got 9, lead the Boomers. Pushing to 10. Second shot, that one good as well. So Briley makes both. She's got 10. The Boomers will trail 40-24 with 4:57 left. Third quarter inbounds. Nelson able to steal it, but then stepped on the baseline, trying to pass it back out. Good steal by Nelson, just couldn't quite get it out. So it stays with Anadarko essentially. Boomers again trying to apply that pressure. They did well the first quarter, start the game with it. So if they can generate anything here, as Haywood across timeline left side. She did. They missed it. Gets it to Bugatti. Working back up to Hightower. Nelson almost stealing that one away. Hightower in some trouble. Hands off to Haywood. Right beside her. National attack on Nelson. Gets in the paint. Mills trying to swat at her. Doesn't matter. A basket by Haywood. She's got 7. 42-24. Boomers trail. As Floyd across timeline right side. Kicks it over to Mills. Flies it for layup. Oh, a little short. Great play. Just couldn't finish it. And then a jump ball to the force by Floyd. Possession arrow keeps it with Anadarko. Good job by Floyd to drive in. Found Mills cut. Just couldn't finish it. A few substitutions for Anadarko. Their depth so far has been better tonight than the Boomers, and we talked about that top of the broadcast. Boomers have kept it a tight bench, probably by design. Anadarko deep in the corner. Get it out to Bugatti, right side to Kelly. Cuts back to Bugatti for a layup, too strong. Rebound taken by Douglas Fisher. Goes to Nelson. Her pass bad. It was intended for Floyd as Miller. Boy, she is really good at reading those. That's about 5 or 6 times. She just comes out of nowhere and either swats it or steals it.
And that's the thing. She's so long, she's able to get to easily get a hand on it. So, you know, they are a tough defense to get the ball, to move the ball around on.
Mills right side for the Boomers. Pumps, drives, has a check up at the elbow. Goes to Nelson in the corner, trying to bounce down to Douglas Fisher, nearly triple team, and then she's fouled. And they'll give Williams. And for Williams, that's her second.
Yeah, he's just ignoring you.
Nelson's, man, just ignoring it. Inbounds here for the Boomers. They'll work it left side to Mendel. She'll drive baseline, tries to put the shot, but it's blocked by Miller. Recovered again. The long arms by Miller playing a factor. Looks like Mendel's got an open shot and Miller's there. So it's Nelson inbounder between the block and the free throw line left side. Try to get to Douglas Fisher, but it's ripped away, stolen by Williams. By Miller, excuse me. She'll race ahead. The layup and adjustment. Too strong on the shot. Fight for the board underneath. It gets tipped right down to Williams, who's able to put it back up and in. And Lene Williams with 10 points and a timeout by Coach Lacey Moore as the Boomers trail 44-24 with 3:31 left in the third quarter. Great Plains Bank, heritage, trust, respect. Those are the things that make Great Plains Bank great. With deep roots across Oklahoma and Texas, they are in touch with the communities in which their customers live and work. Compass Athletics, from sports equipment to championship trophies and everything in between. Visit them 2024 Main Street, Woodward, or 580-256-7045. Compass Athletics, Great Plains Bank, Tire and Boomer Sports this season. So Eric, this is kind of what you, I wouldn't say feared, but Anadarko's just this type of team. You look up and all of a sudden it's a 20-point ball game.
Yeah, you know, the Boomers have gone through these stretches where, you know, like I talked about there at halftime is, you know, don't let things snowball on you. You know, and the Boomers tend to go through these stretches every once in a while, and we've seen it more over the past several games than we have. You know, where they get frustrated, they start rushing the ball, things like that. So, you know, if they can just calm down, you know, and reset themselves. It worked in the first half where they reset themselves and played well coming out of it. So, you know, unfortunately, you know, now you've got a 20-point deficit to fight through.
As out of the timeout, Boomers with the possession. 3:30 left in the third quarter. As a fired ahead to Mills on the right side, then she stepped on the sideline. She thought she got bumped, but to know that Kelly on the defense for Anadarko.
Yeah, she turned and so she put the ball basically on the line as she tried to get around her.
So Anadarko will take it back as Peabody left wing to Miller. Work the right side to Williams. Back up to Peabody. Williams bounces it to Kelly in the right corner. She's looking to pass it on. Puts it to Miller on the elbow right side. She's trying to drive Mendel all over her, and then they call a foul on Mendel. Mendel just reaching in a touch, trying to get that one ripped away. Her third foul, first of the quarter for Woodward.
Yeah, she got it was more of a body type of foul. She got her with the shoulder. She reached around and knocked her out of position.
So inbound, so work it. Down, oh, a nice little pass in to Miller, who just turns and gets the easy layup. She's got 14. Senior putting in some work. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Boomers trail 46-24. As Mendel trying to race across the timeline, checked up by Peabody initially, but gets across, has it top the key. Right side, the corner to Floyd. Picks up her dribble, tries to bounce it down to Nelson, and stolen away by Picotti. The other way for Anadarko. Williams with the crossover at the timeline on Nelson. She flies in, takes the shot, but while it's off, rebound by Kelly underneath. Her second chance way off. Rebound poked around, finally taken by Mills. She's got the 2-on-2 the other way. Mills is going to take it herself and gets the easy layup. Miller did not want that fourth foul as Kayla Mills gets her first basket of the game. Boomers still trail 46-26, 2:15 third quarter. Anadarko right side. Peabody in the corner to Kelly. Looking to pass it. Finds Picotti on the baseline, bounces over to Miller. Easy look there again, just drawing that double team and making the right pass. Miller now with 16. Anadarko still applying that pressure. As Mendel inbounds it to Douglas Fisher. She's got across timeline, sees the double team coming, a pass around. Nelson top of the key. Dribbles it to the right side, fires it left to Floyd, dumps down to Douglas Fisher, gets some space, baseline, and the layup goes for Briley. She's got 12. 48-28, Boomers trail, minute 35, third quarter. As Picotti bouncing it to Williams across the timeline on the right side, just flips it behind her to Miller. Picks up her dribble, guarded by Floyd. Swing it over the left side, Picotti in the corner to Kelly. Facing tight pressure from Middle in the paint. Miller looking over a couple Boomer defenders for the shot. Rims out, rebound strong by Douglas Fisher. She'll look to run. Flips it ahead to Floyd. Down the left side for the layup, can't stick it off the side of the rim. Rebound taken by Kelly for Anadarko. Middle left third quarter. Boomers trail 48-28. To get it to Picotti, left wing to Williams. Top the key to Peabody. She's guarded by Floyd. Right side to Haywood. Zips a pass down to Picotti, but she blew the easy layup. What a pass. I said Haywood, that was Miller. Zipped it down. What a pass. Shot though missed. Rebound taken by the Boomers. As this Mills finds Middle, cutting to the basket off the pass, but the layup too strong. Good move to avoid two defenders, couldn't finish. Long pass over from Anadarko, picked off by Mills. To Nelson in the corner, Middle, 4-3, and it's an air ball. Rebound on the backside by Floyd. Maybe got away with a bit of a foul there, and then they'll get Douglas Fisher for the charge.
Yeah, I think Floyd definitely got away with the foul. She went up.
In her defense, she's about 4 inches taller than Picotti.
Yeah, but I think
it was a little tight. Yeah,
I think she may use Picotti as a step stool going up to that. She got up. Credit to her credit, she got up.
She did. She did.
It feels like it's only a 20-point game, but this has a feel of about a 40-point game right now with the way both teams are playing kind of sloppy, just not a lot of energy. Even the officials are kind of struggling with it a little bit. So
15 seconds left, third quarter. Anadarko with the possession, likely trying to hold for the final possession of the half. Left wing, it's Williams in the corner to Haywood, to Hightower, back to the left corner. Williams for three, off, but Haywood aboard, pokes it back up, that's off as well. And that's how we end the third quarter. It's Anadarko taking a 48-28 lead into the final frame. We'll step aside, come back with the fourth quarter. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Tired of complicated Wi-Fi management? Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi makes it easy. With Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi, you can set your Wi-Fi password, view all your connected devices, and even run speed tests all from your phone. Need to set up parental controls? No problem. Simple, smart, secure. Stay connected and in control with Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Visit GoPioneer.com to learn more.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. May seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's longest-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire, at 2220 Main in Woodward.
And ready to begin the fourth quarter between Anadarko and Woodward as we were trail 48-28. It is Anadarko on the possession. They begin the fourth. It's Hightower taking the inbounds pass, top of the key. Hands it off, seeing a new face, and they don't have a number for number one. Okay. Or they don't have a name for number one, I should say. So for Anadarko, a drive, a shot, and a foul. And a basket for Anadarko. Try to find out who that number one is. Got it somewhere. Hold on. As it is, Elena Amador. So she got the basket on the foul, did not make the free throw. Anadarko with the possession and another drive and a foul and a bucket, as this time Kelly gets it. So Amador gets the and one, didn't complete it, but now Kelly with the chance for an and one of her own. Kelly with 8. And they get the fourth foul on Kaylee Mills, who had the foul a second ago on Amador. Free throw missed by Anadarko, makes it 52-28 in favor of the Lady Warriors. Now a drive by Lakeson Mendel the other way, and she's fouled. 7:27 left in the game. Did not get a shot. That will be on the floor. And then we'll tag Hightower for her first. So Warriors on the possession. As Floyd inbounds on the block to Mendel, able to push the shot up, falls over the rim and in for Lexi Mendel. She's got 8. As it's Hightower taking it down the court for Anadarko. Kicks right side. Haywood tees up the 3. Maybe a touch off balance. Rimmed out. Rebound skied forward by Mendel, but then ripped away by Hightower. Oh, the Mendel thought she got all ball to no avail. They say it's a foul. Tough break for Lexi. Has 4 on Lakeson Middle. As it sends Hightower to the free throw line. Tasia Hightower with 4 points so far. Looking to add to that. First free throw off the left side.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of why we've always told whenever we were coaching that, hey, go straight up. Don't swipe at the ball. Don't don't make it look like you foul.
Second free throw pops out. Rebound taken by Colt. As they say, ball don't lie. Boomers the other way with Floyd, right side. Nelson trying to drive. Nice kick over to Mendel in transition. Mendel did finish the shot, but they say she was fouled. Good movement on transition by the Boomers.
And in the same situation, the ball was swiped at. Whether she made a lot of contact on her or not, it looks a whole lot worse than it may really be.
And it's Haywood's third foul. Free throw from Mendel off the right side. She's had 8 points tonight. Hadn't quite found her shot consistently tonight. Trying to get the second free throw. Dips and shoots. That one rattles home. So Lexi splits the pair, has 9. 52-31 Boomers trail. Haywood the other way for Anadarko. Thought about the shot right side instead. Top of the key. Williams will take the three. That bounces off the right. Rebound tipped out of bounds. They say last touch by Anadarko. It's a new Boomer ball with 6:49 left in the game. They trail 52-31. Don't forget, we'll have senior night festivities after this girls game before the boys get warmed up. As it's middle, crossing over on Hightower. She flies at the paint, kicks out. A three by Nelson. And they're going to get an offensive foul on middle as her and Williams just collided.
Yeah, she's a little. Lexi was a little bit out of control, kind of lowered her shoulder, and I think that's why they went ahead and charged her with the offensive foul.
And that is foul number 5, unfortunately, on Lexi. So I'll send her to the bench in her night. She had 9, and it'll be Ella Howard checking in for the Boomers, the freshman. Had a good conversation with her and Zoe Chavez on the Boomer Coaches Show last week, so that was fun, talking to the freshmen. As for Anadarko, it'll be Miller inbounding in the backcourt to Hightower, back to Miller. Trying to work it across. Still in the backcourt, working the ladder. Finally, they give it to Haywood right side. She'll attack on Culp. Her runner, too strong off back iron, but Haywood a second chance. That rolls out as well. Culp comes down with the board for the Boomers. Gets it ahead to Douglas Fisher. 6:20 left in the game. 52-31. Douglas Fisher attacks, puts it up, hangs for the layup, but can't get it to fall. She is fouled, however, and Briley Douglas Fisher to the free throw line. Douglas Fisher lead the Boomers on the senior night. 12 of the 31. They get Hightower for her second foul. The third team foul of the quarter for Anadarko. First free throw for Douglas Fisher. Rattles home. She's got 13 points. And the second free throw falls as well. 52-33 Boomers trail. 6:16 left in the ball game. Anadarko the other way with Miller bouncing over to Williams. Breaks the press. She has it left side. Back up top to Hightower. He'll hold it for a second. It's Miller on the left wing, guarded by Douglas Fisher. Swing it over to Hightower right side to Haywood. Top of the key. Takes the three straight away and nails it. Catch and shoot for Haywood. She gets to 10 points. Makes it 55-33 favor Anadarko. Douglas Fisher in the backcourt gets across the timeline on the dribble. Left wing to Nelson. Sends it in the corner to Floyd, trying to get it down to Cole, but that pass way too strong by Floyd. It's a miss. Anadarko the other way. Haywood trying to drive, and offensive foul. Nelson just caught her. Haywood turned, and Nelson was just waiting.
Bailey was standing in her spot about 4 steps before she got there.
And that's the fourth on Haywood. Hadn't been a clean game from her tonight, but they haven't needed. Been a lot of help elsewise. As the Boomers take the possession back with 5:30 left in the game. Trailing 55-33. It's Floyd across the timeline. She has the top of the key guarded by Miller. Left wing, Miller just takes it away from her on the dribble, and then Taylor fouls her. So Taylor Floyd picks up her third. And that is also the 5th team foul on the Boomers. So that will send Ivory Miller to the free throw line. Has been the key player tonight for Anadarko with 16 points. Had a strong first half. First free throw for her, short off the front iron. It's 5 for the Boomers right now. It's Nelson, Floyd, Culp, Howard, and Douglas Fisher. Lexi Middle is fouled out of this game for 9 points. Second free throw for Miller. That falls. She's got 17. It's 56-33. Boomers on the possession. Nelson, the ball handler in the backcourt. Trying to work it across. Gets past the timeline. Cotty picking her up. Now Nelson finds Douglas Fisher on the block. The layup, good, and a foul. And one for Briley Douglas Fisher. 16 for Briley tonight. And they will tag True Kelly for her first foul. Each team with 5 fouls now. 5:05 left in the ballgame. Some free throws the rest of the way for both squads. Free throw for Douglas Fisher goes home. She's got 17. Boomers will trail 56-36. Anadarko in the backcourt with Pivashi. Goes over to Miller, left side. To Hayward in the corner. Well, to be fair, the official ran into our table, so he couldn't see it. Hayward trying to drive, goes in for the layup, hit sticks it.
Saying he couldn't see the table or he couldn't see the turnover?
One affected the other. Basket by Haywood makes it 12 for Haywood. A timeout taken, looks like by Anadarko and Coach Grant. R5 customer board 8. When you work with R5, you can count on a quick, fun, and enjoyable process with results that consistently exceed expectations. Go chat with your screen printers about customized apparel, 817 Main Street in Woodward, or 580-256-3579. R5, powering Boomer Sports this season. 58-36, the Boomers trail. We've got just under 5 minutes left in the contest. Boys will be up next, but not before we get our senior night festivities. For the girls, you have Michaela Stinnett, Bradley Douglas Fisher. Honored for the boys will be Connor Price, Connor Sunderland, Carter Reed, as well as Isaiah Washington and Mason Moore, your 5 seniors. So 7 in total as far as the players go. Maybe a trainer or 2 as well for the Boomers. The timeout is Boomers with possession. Floyd left wing to Howard. She gets it back over to Floyd on the right side, bumped hard. And trying to send over to Douglas Fisher, or excuse me, to Nelson. It's bad out of bounds by Miller. Again, she just appears out of nowhere. So good at just playing safety, essentially. Coming up at the last moment. As Mills checks back in, takes out Howard. So it's Floyd on the 3-point line, right side, baseline, the inbounder. They work it up to Nelson, top the key, left wing back to Floyd. She's dribbling around the top. Finds Colt on the elbow. She's triple team, trying to get down to Mills, but that pass batted. Stolen away by Hayward. She's racing ahead, trying to attack the right-handed floater, and the paint goes. Now with 14, we're having Hayward. As right wing, it's Nelson. Colt trying to pass it down to Mills and get a turnover. Stepping in front of it was Kelly, but Colt will get it back, and Mills, that ball hung on the rim for an eternity and falls. Kelly Mills with 4 points. 60-38, the Boomers trail. And now steal, pass batted. Douglas Fisher taking it. It's 3-on-1 the other way. Kicks it over to Nelson. The jumper from the right side, too strong on the baseline, but the rebound by Floyd on the backside. She steps out, tries to take the 3, but it's swatted by Peebushy. Rebounded by Anadarko. Ahead to Picotti, and layup all by herself. Picotti with 5. Makes it 62-38. 3:30 left in this one. As left side, Douglas Fisher, for the Boomers. To Mills, back out Douglas Fisher for 3, left corner. That one off the left side. Rebound swatted to Anadarko. Picotti takes it. Her pass going to Peebushy. Batted, stolen by Douglas Fisher. She's racing ahead. Has a 3-on-2, but Miller picks her clean. And Peebushy takes it, feeds it ahead. True Kelly with the easy layup. 10 points for True Kelly. I believe that's now 4 Lady Warriors in double figures tonight. They lead 64-38. It's Floyd top key, left wing to Nelson. In the corner, she's tied up. Needs some help, tries to get it to Mills, but it's batted by Peebushy. And we'll see Cade scoring, as well as Zoe Chavez check in for the Boomers. Some time tonight. They'll take out Kaylin Colt and Taylor Floyd. It's a lot of youth, plus Douglas Fisher on the floor for the Boomers. It's Nelson on the left wing, looking to attack, kicks out Douglas Fisher right wing. She'll step up, take the 3, just run out. Nelson the board underneath. The second chance too strong. Chavez races in, draws the foul on an offensive chance. So it sends Chavez to the free throw line. Tag for Anadarko. Amanda Peebushy, her first. First free throw for Chavez. Runs out. It's halfway down, just didn't go. Second free throw of Chavez. That one good. Splits the pair. We got a point. Makes it 64-39. Still in favor of Anadarko. 2:35 left in the game. Peebushy right side. Top the key to Ava Peebushy, her 3 too strong. Rebound taken underneath by Chavez for the Boomers. She'll go down the left side to Nelson. She's got the handle, top the key. Keeps it back to Chavez. Trying to get it right side to Douglas Fisher, but the pass bad, stolen away by Williams. She'll race down the lane. Shot off the mark, but to clean it up, Ava Piwashi with the basket. And that's 4 for Ava Piwashi. 66-39. 2 minutes left in the game. Anadarko with the lead. Boomers with the possession as it's Douglas Fisher left side to Nelson. Gets open, takes the long 2, and splashed. Oh, they got it with the 3. I saw for the line, but we'll take it. Okay. We'll take it.
I don't think it really matters right now.
It does not. Nelson with the 5. 66-42. And now steal by Nelson on the other end. Rips it away from Anadarko. She'll try to drive 2 defenders on her and lays it home. Bailey Nelson with 7. There 30 left. Anadarko on their way to the win. We're still trying to show some fight here at the end as Williams gets deep in the paint. Working back out to Hightower, top the key. Right side, send it to Alamador, and she misses this long shot, but follows her own shot, is able to put it off the glass and in on the right side.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter at what point in the game. I think O'Reilly's coming off the floor for the final time.
You hear the crowd behind her.
It doesn't really matter at what point in the game it is. You gotta still be working hard for those rebounds. You can't be allowing those easy second chance points like that right there.
Nope. But motion over from Riley. Last time she'll play on Jimmy Pegg court.
Maybe.
At least maybe till the Classic Bowl. Yeah, maybe. As Howard, left wing for Boomer,
there we
takes
go.
The 3 and nails it. Ella Howard with the bucket.
There was a girl in my class who only lost, the only game she ever lost on this floor was Classic Bowl.
That's tough. Boomers with the steal the other way. Chavez with the basket. So Boomers' second unit cleaned it up a little bit. Still trailing 68-49 with 40 seconds left in the game. Top the key. And our worker around left side. On drive, trying to get down in the paint to Hernandez. That's turned over, stolen away by Mills. Races ahead with 25 seconds. Mills, left side, her shot a little short. Rebound taken underneath by Amanda Pivashi. Down to 18 seconds. Hernandez floats the left side to Amador. Back up top to Hernandez. Just calmly bats back. Excuse me, that was Martinez. Now the shot off the mark and a foul the other way on Anadarko on loose ball with 5 seconds left. I'll tag Amador with foul. That's her first, and it should be free throws for the Boomers, as that's 7 team fouls in the quarter out for Anadarko. So I'll send Bourne to the line for 2 free throws.
At this point, I think if we get cadence on the board, every Boomer varsity player will have gotten on the board this year.
You had to jinx her. She missed the
I know.
Sorry. Jeez.
Sorry, Borings.
Second free throw coming. Oh, that would just been strong. Rebound fought forward by Nelson. Saves it with 3 to Mills. Cross court. Howard another 3. And it's off. And that's how we end the game with Anadarko taking it over the Boomers 68-49 tonight. Your final. We'll step aside for break. Come back with your post-game stats. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Life never stops moving. Between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can lose track of the miles and focus on what really matters, the memories made along the way. Stop in today at 2220 Main in Woodward to see your local Michelin dealer, Pipe Lanes Tire.
This back-to-school season, give your home the connection it deserves with Go Pioneer Fiber Internet. Experience the power of Wi-Fi 6 technology for smoother streaming, gaming, and learning. And with the Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app, managing your home network is a breeze. Choose from multiple plans with symmetrical speeds for lightning-fast uploads and downloads. Get your family school-ready with Go Pioneer Fiber Internet. Sign up today at gopioneer.com.
Back at Jimmy Peck Courts as the girls fall 68-49 tonight to the Anadarko Lady Warriors. Boomers now 10-11 on the season. Anadarko improves to 16 7. As we get set up for senior night, let's take a look at the Boomers' top scorers on the night. It was the senior Riley Douglas Fisher with 17 points. Bailey Nelson wound up with 7. Lexi Mendel with 9 for the Boomers. And then you got 4 for Kaylee Mills, 3 for Ella Howard, as well as Zoe Chavez, 2 for Michaela Stennett, Taylor Floyd, and Caitlin Cole. Also all with 2 for the Anadarko side. It is spread out effort. Ivory Miller led the way with 17. He had 14 from Heaven Haywood, 10 apiece for True Kelly and Linnea Williams, 4 for Melena Amador, and then as well as Ava Piwashi, Tasia Hightower with 4 apiece, Jordan Picotti with 5 for Anadarko. And should be just about ready for the senior night to get out of the way. All the parents getting lined up. And everybody getting in place for their pictures. Eric, for the girls, tough way to end that one, but you know, it was a better effort than what you saw in the first time around. You can at least take that. And you did some good things against a really good team.
Yeah, and, you know, I think overall it was a better effort. I think there's, you know, those moments where they were doing some good things. There was a lot of energy, things like that. Again, they kind of went through and kind of let the frustration get them a little bit at times. You know, hopefully that's something that they can kind of pay more attention to as far as they go into the playoffs, because you know now it matters even more.
Well, like I said, it resets essentially, right?
Right.
It might as well be 0-0. So you got 2 losses to give, and that's it.
Right.
So
exactly. You know, so you got to go in there, go through there, and fight. Fight the whole time you're on the floor. No plays off. And I think that's something that these girls have kind of struggled with at times this year, where you know, they kind of get their heads down, and I don't want to say they intentionally take a play off, but, you know, they kind of definitely go through those struggles. You know, so hopefully they can kind of clean some of that up and kind of have a lot of energy going into the playoffs.
Before we get to the senior night, let me get to the Bank of Western Oklahoma player of the game. I'm going to go with Riley Douglas Fisher with her 17. Was consistent effort all throughout from the seniors tonight. Played well in the loss. Riley Douglas Fisher, your Bank of Western Oklahoma player of the game. Bank of Western Oklahoma goes beyond banking. No matter where you are, the Bank of Western Oklahoma is always close. Find a location near you at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Now let's turn it over for senior night festivities.
Senior night, up first, Riley Douglas Fisher. Riley is the daughter of J.D. and Miranda Fisher. She has been in basketball for 12 years and plans to attend Oklahoma State University after high school to study sonography. If Riley could give her freshman self one piece of advice, it would be that 21-14-7 does not last forever. Thankfully, ladies and gentlemen, Riley Douglas Fisher. Michaela Stennett. Michaela is the daughter of Mark and Kelly Stennett. She has been in basketball for 10 years and plans to attend Oklahoma State University after high school. If Michaela could give her freshman self one piece of advice, it would be, people come and go, but you will always have your brothers by your side, no matter what. Ladies and gentlemen, Michaela Stennett. Abby is the daughter of Cheryl Ortega. She has been a basketball manager for 1 year and plans on attending Wichita State University and graduating with a criminal justice degree and a minor in political science, and hopes to be a criminal investigator. If Abby could give her freshman self one piece of advice, it would be, live your life to the fullest because you only have one life, and always listen to your mom because she is almost always right. Ladies and gentlemen, Abby Ortega. Mackenzie Point Mason. Mackenzie is the daughter of Aaron and Megan Askey. She has been a basketball manager for 1 year and plans to attend Oklahoma State University. If Mackenzie could give her freshman self one piece of advice, it would be, enjoy each day that is given and don't be scared to try new things. Ladies and gentlemen, Mackenzie Point Mason. He has been in basketball for 8 years and plans on attending Oklahoma State University after high school. If Mason could give himself one piece of advice, it would be make the most of your time. One day you will look back and miss all of this. Ladies and gentlemen, Mason Boring. J.D. Calderon. J.D. is the son of Richard and Jimmy Calderon. He has been in basketball for 4 years and plans on attending High Plains Technology Center after high school. If J.D. could give his freshman self one piece of advice, it would be, don't listen to the negativity. Always be positive. Ladies and gentlemen, J.D. Calderon. Cooper Johnston. Cooper is the son of Jared and Rachel Johnston. He has been in basketball for 9 years and plans on attending Southwestern Oklahoma State University after high school to become a game warden. If Cooper could give his freshman self one piece of advice, it would be, don't sleep in class. Ladies and gentlemen, Cooper Johnston. Is the son of Brian and Robin Price. He has been in basketball for 13 years and plans on attending Seton Hall or Oklahoma State University after high school. If Connor could give his freshman self one piece of advice, it would be, do not drift in the high school parking lot. Ladies and gentlemen, Connor Price. Carter Reed. Carter is the son of Corey and Kara Reed. He has been in basketball for 13 years and plans on attending Oklahoma State University after high school to obtain a degree in applied exercise science and then pursue his master's in physical therapy. If Carter could give his freshman self one piece of advice, it would be, read your Bible more and stress less. Ladies and gentlemen, Carter Reed. Connor is the son of Trenton and Andy Sutherland. He has been in basketball for 12 years and plans on attending Southwestern Oklahoma State University after high school. If Connor could give his freshman self one piece of advice, it would be, get your money up, not your funny up. Ladies and gentlemen, Connor Sutherland. And last but not least, Isaiah Washington. Isaiah is the son of Nicole Longoria. He has been in basketball, quote, my whole life. After high school, he plans to attend an electrical trade school. If Isaiah could give his freshman self one piece of advice, it would be, go out more. Ladies and gentlemen, Isaiah Washington. And ladies and gentlemen, let's give another round of applause for all these seniors and their parents on Senior Night 2025.
And there you have it, all your seniors being honored tonight for Senior Night. Good to see all those kids and the managers as well, obviously, being honored tonight. So. And now that sets us up where everybody's got to put the emotions away, get to a game for the boys' side, Eric.
I got to get some energy.
Well, we'll try to bring it. This is going to be an energetic boys matchup. We were highlighting earlier, of course, similar to the girls for Anadarko. The boys awfully stacked coming into this one again at 20-4 on the season, ranked number 4 in 3A. Their only losses to Dale by a point to Weatherford twice, and to Bethany, who took Weatherford to overtime. So it's a stout resume in that sense, and it's a team that is now fully healthy. First time the Boomers faced them when they lost in Anadarko 72-63. Did not have the 6'4" senior Jalen Passy. He's available. He's ready to go. And in that first matchup, Anadarko proved they've got a really stout starting five. Talk about Trent Walker, a guard, had 25 points in that first matchup. Jabin Bray, the other guard, added 15. Caleb Shook was stout. Jordan Cage as well, good ball handler, good defender. They've got 5 seniors in this starting lineup, and none of them go shorter than 6 foot. 2 6'4" guys, 2 6 guys, and a 6'1" gentleman. So they've got the size, they've got the athleticism, they got the leadership. I mean, one of those games the Boomers are going to have to really come out firing it.
Yeah, and really to me, it's that athleticism, that worries me a little bit, because we talked about the size, mixed in with that athleticism. But we've also had moments where, you're being threatened down here. I can't believe it. I
know. Adam Nelson's over here trying to find me. I'm over here talking about their business, and they're trying to find me anyways.
But it's. We saw at times that game down there where Anadarko would go so fast the Boomers would fall into that rhythm, and we've seen really 2 of our losses have come from that going too fast. Essentially not we're not finding that sweet spot with our own rhythm. We can slow it down when we need to, but we kind of start making mistakes when we go too fast. So. Hopefully the Boomers can kind of fall into that rhythm of their own, kind of control the pace of the game.
Well, and that's going to be the big key, right? You want to play your tempo as opposed to theirs, because under Coach Shumpert, yes, Anadarko can really go, but they're also experienced enough to slow it down. And when I mean slow it down, I'm talking slow it down, taking full quarters at times against the Warriors.
Yeah, they absolutely can slow it down. And that, if anybody remembers a couple years ago, there was the Weatherford game where, somebody held the ball on them most of the game, and that was Anadarko. Some say that may have been by design. Coach Shumpert did. And then again this year they slowed it down again, pretty much the whole third quarter. And so they had, they showed that they can be patient when they need to, and hey, that's what makes a good team. You talked about their losses was to Weatherford, Dale. That's not a
pushover,
right? And Bethany, who went to overtime with Weatherford. So, yeah, this is a really good Anadarko team.
So the Coach Reeby was letting us know Cooper Johnson tonight, for watching on Boomer TV, is going to take number 10. He's going to take Holmore's number 10 there.
Number.
And then J.D. Colleron's going to take number 23 off Crosby Reed for senior night. So those guys are going to suit up, and that will be those numbers. So if you see them, that's why the number swap happened. So thank you to Coach Reed for letting us know on that one. Good to know. Good to know. Good to have information-wise. But, Eric, we talk, and we've mentioned a lot, but this team has changed so much on the boys' side from that first Anadarko game to now. Yes, it's a different feel, but it's the big thing you're telling your guys is, hey, don't be intimidated, right? You played so well over this 12-game winning streak. It's almost foreign to what you were when you played Anadarko the first time.
Yeah, it's one of the things that it'll be interesting to see how Coach Gaines handles this. How much does Connor Sunderland play? Because we know he didn't play, a lot down there. He was honest with it. He understood that, hey, that's a matchup thing. That's the reason why he didn't play much down there. Does he come in and try to give some more minutes tonight? He's much better shape than he was at the first of the season. They all are. They're all they all can go a lot more than they did early in the season. So, I think there's a few question marks, but we know that this is a better Woodward team. We know that Anadarko got a little bit better with bringing a player back. So I'm excited to get this game going. Like, this is kind of the first game this season where I've been really excited, kind of going into it, saying I want to see what's going to happen in this game.
Well, and I think the boys are probably anxious a little bit too, right? This is I wouldn't say quite Weatherford caliber, but it's close. You're talking about a top 5 team in a class that's, only one step below, and it's a team that has been in 4A and has made runs to state. So it's just really a litmus test to say, okay, we feel like we're good, but now we get the chance to really try to prove it against somebody that has respect on a state level.
Right. You do have a little bit more confidence against a team like Anadarko, because that they are a beatable team. They win games, but at the first of the year when you weren't even playing your best yet, it was a 9 or 11 points.
Wound up being 9 points, 72-63, and you mentioned earlier, Woodward getting within 4 or 5, and just couldn't quite get over that hump.
Yeah, multiple times throughout the game. I mean, really the largest lead was maybe 13 or 15, something like that.
And that was early. The Boomers had to claw their way out.
And so, it's like I said, I think we can look at the first game. We can see some things that kind of say, okay, it's a winnable game, blah, 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 all this different stuff. But ultimately, both teams are better. Both teams are playing really good basketball right now. So I think this really the atmosphere's not there. But this is a kind of a state tournament quality matchup. I truly believe that. I think the Boomers are going to have their they're going to have a little bit tougher time to get to state, just because they're going to have to go through Weatherford, twice essentially, probably. So
I don't think Weatherford's losing on their way to state.
No, I'm saying like we're going to have to face them twice probably.
But that's only if they lose, nobody's beat them. We'll face them once if we beat.
Oh, that's true, because we'll have to come out of Constellation. So that makes sense.
You're good. If you face them twice, that means you made it to state, so we'll take that.
That's true. That is true. So
we'll alleviate concerns for you there.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
My point still stands, even though I'm not picturing the bracket correctly in the head.
You're trying to make us just go crazy mode in playoffs. Jeez. Anyways, Western Drug, 1021 Oklahoma Avenue in Woodward. They've got a friendly and caring staff and a drive-through window that is awfully convenient. Always excellent service. 580-256-5586. And CLA State Bank, they've got a branch now in Woodward. The new location, 2314 Williams Avenue. CLA State Bank Woodward branch offers full-service banking, including personal checking, savings, home and commercial loans, online banking, home and commercial loans, wire transfers, and much more. CLA State Bank, Western Drug, powering Boomer Sports this season. So, Eric, as we get to almost the starting lineups opening tip-off, other than Cade tonight, who's somebody that you're singling out and saying, hey, we got to have a big game from this person?
I'm going to say, honestly, probably coming off the bench. And that is, Cole or Jake Graff. Yeah. We've seen Cole, play well lately. And so, because there's a good chance we might see some foul trouble tonight, just simply because of the way the speed of the game that could easily go. So, it's those bench guys that are coming off. Aaron Laredo, when he comes in and gets minutes, what he can do. I think really, to me, it's not just that one other guy, it's that bench, and what are they going to provide to this game.
Interesting. I like it. You're probably right. We saw that against Kingfisher, honestly, with Isaiah. He filled in that type of role, and it made a huge difference. So maybe you could see some of that tonight. Great crowd on hand. Was there for the girls' game, right here for the boys' game as well. Everybody stepping up, showing up to honor our seniors tonight. We get the Oklahoma playing, clapped up. Anadarko, I'll say, too, didn't bring a bad crowd for it being a bit of a trip. So shout out to them on that, no question.
Well, they know they're going to be locked up for 2 days, too. So
yeah, that's right. You got to get out.
Got to get out of the house.
Boomer boys going to be wearing the home whites as the girls did. Anadarko, same as the girls, going to be wearing the purple and yellow jerseys here on the road today. See if Coach Gaines starts some of those seniors or not. Or how many of the seniors, I guess, she'll start.
I'm waiting to see what where's JD at?
JD might throw himself in there for fun, just to see if he can stay in there.
Nope, it doesn't look like she's starting all of them.
Looks like maybe Mason Bourne will get that nod, so we'll see. All right, we'll turn it over to Mr. Harley.
I'd like to welcome Anadarko and their fans to Woodward, Oklahoma. And we would like to welcome you to Jimmy Petcourt. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Anadarko Warriors. We're number 2, Trenton Walker. We're number 5, Jaden Bailey. We're number 21, Caleb Shook. We're number 30, Jordan Payton. And we're number 32, Jalen Patsy. And now let's get the starting lineup for your Woodward Boomers! We're number 0, Carter Lee! We're number 3, Mark Price! We're number 13, Isaiah Washington! We're number 15, Mason Bourne! And we're number 35, Connor Sunderland!
And so your starting lineup for the Boomers going with all seniors. Not surprised there with Isaiah Washington, Carter Reed, Mason Bourne, Connor Sunderland, and Connor Price for Anadarko, Trent Walker, Jalen Passy, Jordan Cage, Caleb Shook, and Jabin Bray, the expected starting 5 for the Warriors. As it'll be Washington tipping off against Shook, the 6'4" senior. Boomers going right to left in front of us to begin this game. We're opposite the scorer's table. Anadarko going left to right. 8 minutes on the clock. Both teams sit up and ready to roll.
Not gonna lie, it's weird seeing Cage sitting on the bench.
I know. And there's the whistle. Tip in the air and controlled by the Boomers as Connor Sunderland will take it. Hands it to Carter Reed. Left side to Sunderland on the wing. Trying to go back to Bourne. He's able to handle it. Just flip it right back to Sunderland. Up top to Reed. Looking to pass it on. Trying to attack. Gets to the baseline. Tries to go cross court. Picked off by Walker. It was intended for Bryce. Walker going to back it out on the left wing. Just top key, Cage. Trying to drive free throw line. Back out to Walker. Pump drive. Finds Cage on the left block. Top key, Walker thinks about the 3. Says, no, not today. Just hands it back off to Cage. We're playing that man to start. Right side, Bourne trying to cover. Drive and a feed down in the paint. And a basket by Shook to begin for Anadarko. Caught it off the pass. As the Boomers trailing 2-0 to start 7-10 first quarter. It's Reed, left side, dump it into Washington, turn, trying to finish. Can't, good look, couldn't get it. Carter Reed, though, able to come down with the board after it's tipped around. Fires to Sunderland of the paint. Right side, Bourne tees up the 3. Oh, it just rips out. Oh, and then the rebound poked out of bounds by the Boomers.
I think we actually had a foul.
Okay, my bad. They did get the foul. Good look, though, from Bourne. Just couldn't get it down. And they get Connor Sunderland with his first.
That was good. I mean, it was, like you said, it was a good look.
Good form, too, for the big man. Not bad. As Anadarko the other way, right side, Walker gets open for 3. His first one, though, too long off the back iron. Price comes down with the rebound, down the right side. Top the key to Carter Reed. Left wing to Sunderland. Back up to Price. Swing it around right side again to Reed. Boomers trailed 2-0, 6:30 first quarter. Trying to work in the paint. Washington wanted to get it to Sunderland, but it's batted out of bounds by Anadarko. And passing, his 6'4" frame has some of those long arms as well. Price went down to Reed on the right. Boring. Swing over to Price. Corner 3 on the way, left side. Too much, or not enough, I should say. As it's bouncing around, they say knocked out of bounds by the Boomers on the rebound attempt. So still Anadarko up 2-0. 6:20 first quarter. Boomer seniors trying to hang tight.
Hey.
And now Kate Gaines, Gage Hutchins off the bench, ready to check in. Anadarko works around Cage, dumps in the paint. The shot by Shook, and he's fouled. They say on his way up, Caleb Shook will go to the free throw line. And they'll get, looks like maybe Mason.
It looks like they got Isaiah.
Oh, they did, yes, Isaiah.
I was hoping it was Mason. It was Isaiah.
So Shook has the only 2 points of the ball game. He'll head to the line with 6:08 left in the first quarter. And his first free throw high off the back iron. And now here comes Kate Gaines. He'll take out Isaiah Washington. Gage Hutchins will take out Mason Moore. As Mason Bourne's like, man, I should have made that three over there. Love it.
I think the bench would have exploded if he would have been able to knock it down.
The student section would have exploded. Second free throw from Shook. That goes. So he's got all three in the ball game so far as the Boomers trail 3-0. Working the other way, Carter Reed down underneath the basket. Finds Sunderland off the glass and in. So the Boomers get on the board, and it's the senior, Connor Sunderland. Anadarko pushing back ahead. Shook fouled the other way. Boomers couldn't quite get back quick enough, and it looks like maybe Gage Hutchins caught him. And they do get Gage. So Gage off the bench, and he gets the foul.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was talking about as far as foul trouble, because, you know, Anadarko's going to go so fast that, you know, when they do beat us, we're going to have to kind of recover, and if we can't get back, you know, a lot of times we do kind of get in foul issues that way.
Shook makes the first free throw. He's got all four for Anadarko. The lead 4-2. 5:54 first quarter.
Let's go. Let him play.
Shook getting ready for the second free throw. Again, one of the two 6'4" seniors on this roster. And the second free throw good. So he's got 5. As Troy Pendarvis checks in for Anadarko, he'll take out passing. As it'll be Connor Price taking up the fourth for the Boomers. They trail 5-2, 5:50 first quarter. Right side Sunderland. Swings back to Price, left corner to Hutchins. Gage rolls around the top, dumps over to Price, right side on the wing, top key to Carter Reed. Kicks back Price, 3 on the way, right side, slow short, but Gaines got pushed underneath as he was right in position trying to get the putback, but fouled before he could do so. And they'll get Gaines for his first quarter for Anadarko as well. So it'll be inbound to Carter Reed in the right corner, top key to Hutchins for the Boomers, back to Gaines, right side, flips it back to Reed. Looking to attack, spins at the elbow, cut off. Left wing to Price, trying to dump it to Sunderland, has some space. Lets man come into him and draws the
Yeah, no, they got him to travel.
They got the travel. That is tough. In the Woodward crowd, not happy.
Yeah, it was close. I'm not going to.
Bang, bang play as Anadarko back the other way. They kick in the corner. He's trying to drive his Bray up top to Cage. Guarded by Reed. Finds Pendarvis, left wing Walker, thought about the shot. Instead, just calmly works it back out. Coach Shumpert directed traffic. As Walker looking to attack on Carter Reed, and then they say an offensive foul, shoved off a little bit. Maybe a sell by Carter Reed, but we'll take it. The first on Walker.
Hey, if you're a defensive player and, you know, your guy extends their arm like that, might as well try to sell it.
But we're still trailing 5-2, 4:55 first quarter. It's Connor Price across the timeline. Right elbow, Carter Reed looking to attack. Gets in the paint through some traffic. Gets it to stick from the right side. First basket for Reed. Makes it 5-4. Boomers down by 1. Bray the other way across timeline right wing. Dribbles through a double team. Spin into the paint. Bounce down to Shook underneath. And a block by Gaines on the layup attempt. But Anadarko keeps possession. Bray top the key. Right wing to Walker. 4:25 left in the first quarter. Walker gets in, a little runner, way too strong. Rebound on the backside by Price. Flips it ahead to Hutchins. To Reed, driving baseline, kicks it, Gaines, corner, 4-3, too strong. Rebound, Gaines tries to fight over the top and gets him a cheap foul.
Yeah.
This one just a little too much there trying to get over the top.
Yeah, he was being sealed off pretty well on the block out, and he was trying to reach around and got his hand on the back. And
4 fouls now in the quarter for the Boomers. With still 4:10 left in the frame. Anadarko leads 5-4. Boomers get a poke, but can't get the steal. Pendarvis collects it for Anadarko. To Canes, down to Shook, and he's off the glass and in. Shook was 7 early. He's got all 7 for Anadarko. He's down by 3 the other way with Reed in the right corner. Trying to work on Bray. As the Sunderland right side, he's poked at. It's kick ball, yep. They got it. Kick ball on Anadarko. So keep it in for the Boomers as Sunderland gives way to Washington. It's Gaines the inbounder beneath the right block. Throwing it up to Washington. About the free throw line. Took some contact. No call there. Left side to Price in the corner. Gaines thought about the 3, but guarded tightly by Cage. Back up to Price. They work it to Hutchins. Right side to Carter Reed. Trying to direct some traffic. In the corner, Price takes it, looking for Washington, just dumps it down to him. Washington through some traffic, flips it home. 7-6. Boomers trail by 1 again. And now Price trying to get it with still on the inbounds, almost. Pokes it out of bounds. 3:18 left first quarter.
And, you know, that the ball movement and the patience the Boomers had in offense on that possession, that's what we need to see out of them.
And something you didn't
really
see in the
game.
first game.
Right. And something you need to see out of them all game long.
As now Anadarko the other way with Pendarvis across the timeline. Right wing, guarded tightly by Reed. Top the key up to Trent Walker. He's got the Woodward W. 3 minutes left first quarter. Boomers trail 7-6. This right side pass, he trying to dump it down to Kane. Got the pass there. The shot, though, leaks out. Rebound, though, taken by Anadarko. Out for a 3. Walker too strong. Rebound, another one. This time by Passy. Anadarko keeping that possession going. Kane on the left block has to back it out. So he's now picked up by Gaines. Looking to attack on him. Gets in the paint. Gaines for the shot and the foul. Washington tried to say straight up.
I think this is going to go against Caden.
Ooh, that'd be tough if so. And Kane gets an and 1. They do get Washington.
Oh, they got Washington. Okay,
but that's
good.
Still his second, so it's not. It's good in one sense, bad in the other.
I thought they were going
to both had a foul.
I thought they were going to get Caden because Caden, kind of swiped at it and looked like maybe he made a contact on top of the head. So
6'9", Boomers trail. Kane for the free throw, and it's good. He's got 3. As it's 10-6, 2:35 first quarter. Boomers trail. Hutchins left side down to Gaines on the block over a defender, too strong on the shot. Rebound on the backside by Bray. Flips ahead to Passy. Down left side, he slips. Wow, good control by him. Kicks out for a 3. Wow, and a shot made by Bray. Don't know how they get a 3 out of that one. 13-6. Boomers trail. Back the other way. Top of the key, it's Hutchins. Left side to Gaines. Picked up by Cage. Now gets the screen. Nearly has to pick up his dribble. His pass batted in the backcourt. Price just smartly boxing out Walker. Make sure he can't retrieve his Boomers keep possession.
Yeah, I think Walker got away with the foul. He kind of shoved him in the back. On that. Ball went out of bounds. Maybe the official felt like it's just because the ball wasn't in play at all. He wasn't going to charge him. I don't know.
So it's across the timeline with Connor Price for the Boomers. Right side to Reed. Left side, Gaines pulls up 4-3. Yes! Kate Gaines, his first basket. Makes it 13-9. We're still trailing by 4. Reed almost still at half court. They work it ahead to Anadarko to Kane's right side, guarded by Hutchins. He takes a baseline, and Sunderland just too strong. Kane's able to get him up and make him fly into him. Again, 5 seniors. They're all crafty. You got to watch out.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, we see Sonny go through these stretches where he plays really good defense, and then in situations like that where, he leaves his feet, kind of gets himself caught in a bad situation. But if you're a player, you don't have to try to block every shot. You just have to try to force a bad shot.
Cage makes the first free throw. Sunderland sits, gives way to Aaron Laredo for the first time tonight. 15-9, Anadarko on top to make it a 6-point game on the free throw. Good. Canes with 5. Boomers trail 59, minute 30 left in the first quarter. It's Price feeding it to Reed, top the key. Right side, Hutchins. In the corner, Laredo. Back up to Hutchins. Left side to Price. In the left corner, Reed guarded tightly by Passy. Finds Price up top. He'll get a screen from Gaines. Now a handoff to Laredo. Just a swing to Reed. Trying to go baseline. The tough jumper, and he sticks it. Carter Reed with 4. Boomers trailing by 4, 15-11. Ooh, Hutchins slips as now Pendarvis attacking on Reed. The layup goes. Tough take by Troy Pendarvis. His first basket, 17-11. 55 seconds left in the quarter. Left wing, it's Reed. Top the key to Laredo. Right side to Price. Back up to Reed for the Boomers. So set at the W. 45 seconds left in the first. Now Laredo, high right side. To Price on the wing. As Price just calmly walks it, hands off to Gaines with 30 seconds left in the frame. And now you hear the Anadarko side chanted up a bit. 24 seconds. 20 seconds left in the quarter. 17-11. As Gaines, high left wing. Down to 10 seconds in the quarter. Gets the screen from Reed. Trying to feed it to him off this roll. Shot a little strong. Rebound by Passy. Kane got a little too much there trying to get the board. And he'll get his second foul right at the end of the first quarter here. With 5 seconds left in the frame. And unfortunately for the Boomers, that also gives way to free throws for Anadarko right here before the half. So 17-11. As the free throws for Passy, the first one too strong. All I'll say is the coaching carousel is swinging here in Northwest Oklahoma. Tune in to the morning show tomorrow for that.
Kind of was one I wasn't expecting, but it makes sense.
17-11. Anadarko leading by 6. Second free throw from Passy off. Rebound taken by Price ahead to Hutchins. Back to Price, 3 at the buzzer and off the mark. So that's how we end the first quarter. Woodward trailing by 6 after 1 as Anadarko leads 17-11. We'll step aside for a break. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Feel safe and secure with Arlo Wireless Outdoor Camera, available at Pioneer. Arlo offers top-notch protection with crystal clear video quality, rain or shine. Monitor your home from anywhere with remote smartphone access. Whether you're at home or on the go, Arlo keeps you connected to what matters most. Trust Arlo and Pioneer to keep your home safe and secure. Visit GoPioneer.com to get your Arlo wireless cameras today.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's longest-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire, at 2220 Main in Woodward.
And back in the Fieldhouse, Jimmy Peck courts after a frenetic first quarter. Anadarko leads 17-11. Even the officials appreciating the athleticism on the floor, as we were talking with them there in the break. So,
unfortunately, I really felt like the first half we're kind of playing into Anadarko's rhythm that they want to play in, which is just a little. That goes back to what we talk about a lot of times, but just a tad quicker than what the Boomers really like to play. So Boomers can figure out a way to, swing it their direction a little bit more.
It'll be Anadarko to begin with possession. Start the second quarter. As they'll swing it around. Jackson ahead of the ball game for the Warriors now. But Walker has it top the key. To his left side. To Canes on the block. Working in on Hutchins. Kicks out of the corner. Shook for 3 right side. That's off. Rebound though. Head flies in over Price. Extends the possession. Bray now top key. Attacking on Gaines. Kicks out to Walker. Top of the key. He works on Reed. Has feedback to Head. Loses the handle but collects it back. They'll swing it to Bray. Left corner. Deep in the Canes, working on Hutchins, and Bray just slips and falls, and they call a travel. Good job by Hutchins.
Been a lot of that on the court today. A little lot icier than early ice, maybe, on the Boomer Fieldhouse court.
Oh, yeah. Put her back the other way. Price, left side. Reed gets in deep. Easy layup for Carter Reed. Nice move by the senior. He's got 6 of the 13 for the Boomers. They trail by 4 again, 17-13. 7 minutes left and a half. Head drives, gets down to Shook. Easy layup there for Caleb Shook. He's got 9 for the Warriors. 19-13 Boomers trail. Carter Reed top key, left corner. Gaines pulls for the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Rebound. Gaines flies in and takes it. So Gaines winds up with 5. 4-point game again. Anadarko pushing. Head in the corner. 4-3. Too strong. Rebound by Gaines on the backside for the Boomers. Trailing by 4. 19-15 with 6:30 in the half. Price top of the key. Hands off Gaines. Pulls up straight away for 3. Oh, it just rimmed out. Jeez, would have cut it to 1. Rebound taken by Anadarko as Walker across the timeline left side. Hands off to Canes. Got the dribble, backs it out, checking on Carter Reed. Now attacks again. Laredo trying to stick defense tight underneath, and they'll call the foul. Laredo tried to argue straight up. Coach Gaines a little frustrated. So
I think they got Carter on that.
They did. And Carter was on the backside of that, so maybe he swiped too hard or whatever may have you. So they'll credit Laredo with good defense, but grab Carter for his first foul. As it's caged at the line, he's got 5 points, mostly by the way of the free throw line, make it 6. That makes it 20-15. Boomers trailing by 5. 6:08 left in the first half.
We're going to try to jinx it. He's 4 for 4 from the line, so.
He's been perfect so far. The deep lean for the free throw, nothing but net. Unfazed.
Oh, we tried.
We tried. Boomers the other way. It's Price, right side to Reed. 6 minutes left in the half. Boomers trailing by 6, 21-15. Reed trying to take it below the free throw line. Now he's double teamed. He's in some trouble. Jackson Head takes it away from him. Now Laredo dives into her table. Good effort by Laredo. They initially called it Anadarko, or a Boomer ball. The Anadarko crowd was like, what? So they changed that. Last touch by the Boomers. Good effort, though, by Laredo to dive. Just couldn't save it. So Warriors get it back, leading 21-15. 5:45 left in the half. Cage takes the pass. Walker now attacking on Carter Reed. And just too much on a shot, but he's able to collect the second effort. And then the board, Gaines able to get it back and
there we go.
control the foul. Jeez, Gaines. I don't know how he kept the dribble right there. I don't know how he kept that dribble. Goodness. And Gaines a little fired up after that one. Did get a tech last time in Kingfisher. Going to have to keep those emotions in check against these better teams.
Yeah. Kind of an unnecessary tech, but that happens in the high pressure moments where you do something big. It happens, get excited. But
Carter Reed, a pump, a drive, got ripped, and did they say, oh, out of bounds on Anadarko? Okay, got stolen by Reed from Reed for a second, but Boomers got it right back. So still trailing 21-15, 5:24 left in the half. As Price, the inbounder beneath right block to Laredo in the corner. Now he's looking to attack on Shook. Checked up, feeds it out to Reed. Back to Laredo right side. Looking to bounce it to Gaines. Pass a little off. The Gaines bump. Now they're on the ground. And who comes away with it? They say jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with Woodward. And that's maybe a bit of a break. Pendarvis looked like he had possession.
Yeah, I honestly wonder if maybe that was a maker call. He realized he missed the call just before that, and so he had an opportunity to kind of give it to the Boomers. You don't like to say there's make-up calls, but there is make-up calls.
So Boomers with the gain. Straight away, deep three. That's off the left side. Rebound skied forward by Bray. He's triple teamed in the backcourt. Now Boomers leaking back to get on defense as Walker across Tomai left side. Checked by Reed. Carter, a poke, able to get Walker on the floor. But Walker able to save it. Oh, and then a bump by the Boomers as Kylan Wall, the sophomore, had possession. And then they get Laredo on the bump. Oh, this Boomer fan base is charged up tonight, let me tell you.
They got the first call it both ways. I'm back here.
Oh, man, 4:50 left in the half. Anadarko on possession to lead 21-15. Walker, tough drive, right side, no good. Shook, the second chance. That's strong as well. Rebound gets poked out, and Anadarko keeps possession.
Boomers got to get those defensive boards. Can't allow these second chance opportunities.
Ball hands it off to Walker. He just backs it out to the top of the key at the W. Now a handoff to Bray. Back to Walker. Swing it over left side to Head. Wall top the key. He'll drive on Hutchins. Gets real deep. Just feeds it down to Shook. The tough leaner. No good. Rebound taken by Gaines. Leaking out to Carter Reed for the layup. The foul and one for Carter Reed. 8 points now for Reed. And that draws some cheers from the Boomer faithful.
Man, that was a big-time basket by Carter.
Huge.
His body control on that. Great job by Gaines to recognize him, breaking out there, and good finish.
We'll get Jackson Head for his first foul. To Head's credit, tried to foul him hard enough to make him miss. Didn't work. It's Carter Reed for the free throw, a little off. Stays 21-17. Boomers trailing. Anadarko quickly the other way. Hutchins. Oh, they call him for a foul. A little bit of a bump there between him and Bray. They both crashed to the floor, so they'll get Hutchins for the foul. That'll be his second. 4:10 left in the half.
It's tough to play this Anadarko team. They're really smart with the ball. They do a great job of they do a great job of kind of creating opportunities, you know, as far as causing guys to run into them, things like that. So
inbound goes to Bray in the corner, kicks it out left side in the paint. Then working back out to Passy. Top of the key will be Walker looking to attack on Reed. Spin move, paint, tough shot, no good, and a foul. Yep, on Anadarko as Bray came over the top of Isaiah Washington with the push. Bray tried to leap over Washington. Didn't quite work. So it's Bray's first. Boomers get the possession. 3 fouls apiece in this quarter for each team. 3:50 left in the half. Boomers trail 21-17. It's Price top the key. Left side Gaines. Thinks about the three instead, trying to attack. Cut off by Passy. Dumps down to Washington. Hand off back to Gaines. Pulls up for the three over Passy, and it sticks. Kate Gaines with 8. Boomers back to 1-point game as they trail 21-20. Walker, top key, right side. Bray poked by Connor Price. Ooh, Price almost got him. Oh, and they say it is off Anadarko. Connor Price getting some applause from the student section. I don't know how that one worked, but we'll take it.
Bo and Morton telling the official right there, good call. Right?
Yeah. Price top the key, gets the double screen. From Washington, Reed now looking to pass it down to Reed under the basket. The foul, almost an and one, but it'll be Carter Reed to the line. He's working strong off ball right now.
He's playing hard right now. You know, he knows that he's going to have to do some stuff to kind of pull the pressure off of Caden a little bit. You know, and we've seen it where there's been times where Carter's kind of taken over through stretches, which has allowed Caden to kind of reset himself. And, you know, so here we go. Look, you know, hopefully we can continue to make all this work out.
First free throw good for Reed. Tied at 21 with 3:10 left in the half. Second free throw a little short. Rebound taken by Anadarko and Passy, who picked up his first foul on that play. Left side, it's Bray in the corner. Spins at the paint on Gaines. And then they say travel. So it's a turnover. Anadarko crowd not happy with it as Bray checks out.
Well, they can be not happy because I had myself call a travel. So,
oh man. Boomers back the other way, tied at 21, 2:55 left in the half. Connor Price, left side, top key to Reed, looking to attack, hop step, another layup, too strong. Washington though with the board, back up and in, and the Boomers lead for the first time tonight. Washington with 4 off the bench, 23-21, 2:40 left in the half. It's Walker top key, left side to Shook. Price on them tight. Walker now pumps, drives on Reed, gets deep baseline, pulls up for the jumper. It's off. Gaines able to fight for the board and rip it away. Price takes the pass ahead to Hutchins and fading back has to just give it to Gaines. Somehow got there. Gaines looking to attack it. Ooh. And a block. Ooh, that was close. A block on Passy as both Passy and Gaines crashed to the floor. That was close. That was a bang-bang
That
ball.
could have easily gone both ways because Caden did kind of extend.
Gives the elbow out there a little bit, yeah.
Extend a little bit, so.
And it's the 5th foul on Anadarko in the quarter, so it does send Gaines to the free throw line. The Boomers benefit off the bang-bang play. First free throw for Gaines, goes. He's got 9. Him and Carter Reed leading the team with 9 apiece. And leading the total game scoring as well. Boomers lead 24-21. Second free throw on the way, Gaines. Too strong off the back iron. Rebound taken by Anadarko. His head will take the pass. Across the timeline, picked up by Carter Reed. Right side to Passy. Hutchins guard him tight on the block. Toya, and ripped away, stolen by Hutchins. Boomers the other way. Hutchins ahead to Washington for the easy layup. Isaiah with 6 off the bench. It's a timeout. Anadarko as the Boomers lead 26-21 with 2:05 left in the first half.
Yeah, I think real quick, I think they're going to give a kind of a warning to Hutchins because after that pass, he turned around and he said something.
Gotta keep them boys under control emotionally. M&D Enterprises and the Lawnmower Shop for your best lawn, porch, or patio. M&D and the Lawnmower Shop are your people. They carry everything you need to make your greenscape that little piece of heaven you've always dreamed of. Locations in Woodward, Kent, and Weatherford. Smith & Co. Auction at Raleigh, Oklahoma's real estate and land auction experts. Smith & Co. is your #1 choice for all your land auctions and your real estate needs. 580-254-3975 or email Ira at smithcorealestate.com. Smith and Kelly, MD, powering Boomer Sports this season.
Good job by Hutchins to go over there and say something to the official, kind of say, "Hey, my bad. I know that." You know, he's a very fiery, emotional player. I mean, that's just kind of the way Gage. I mean, his whole style of play, you know, is kind of that. It's right there in front of you.
No, there it is. Okay. I was looking for my phone pen, not my pen. Eric was pointing out my pen.
It's better when you were looking at your phone and it was in your hand.
Oh, yeah. No, don't remind me of that one. Anadarko with it out of the timeout. Right side, Walker goes top of the key. Passy. They'll swing it around. Baseline trying to drive. Too strong and shook. Rebound by Gaines on the backside. So we'll go across Tom line, left side. Brewers lead 26-21, minute 35. Gaines pulls up for three. Too strong. Rebound, though. Hutchins flies in. He pulls up the right-handed push off the mark. Washington, another chance, but he's swatted. No, they call a foul. And it's Isaiah Washington to the free throw line. The Boomers starting to work on the glass a little bit now.
Yeah, doing a much better job of, you know, the kind of, again, we're playing our pace. You know, whenever we get the ball in the half court, we try to get a quick shot. If it's not there, we'll pull it out, be a little bit more patient, and then that allows us to see the floor as a whole so much better, including on the glass and seeing how the ball's coming off the rim.
And Washington makes both free throws. The senior drew the senior night start, and he's got 8 right there with Gaines and Carter Reed. Boomers lead 28-21, minute 20 left in the half. Left side, it's Head. Dumped it down, Shook over Hutchins, and that one easy for Caleb Shook. So he adds to his total up to 11, in this ball game. Boomers the other way. Reed trying to fire it down to Washington. That pass batted, stolen away by Anadarko. Toyokolia comes up with it. Down to a minute left in the half. Boomers still lead 28-23, but Anadarko looked to fall back. Pass the left wing, goes top key to Shook. Right side to Walker. Been a little quiet in this first half. It's picked up by Reed. Now pulls it back out. 45 seconds left. Coach Shumpert might be content to try to hold it. Never mind. Walker drives. The floater a little off. Gaines though with the board. Now the Boomers might try to hold as Gaines slows it down with 35 seconds left in the half.
Caden's making a push for a double-double in the first half. He's got 8 rebounds.
They're trying to fly around. 25 seconds left in the half. Boomers lead 28-23, mind you, on a 12-game win streak coming into tonight, trying to slay one of the top 5 teams in 3A. Down to 10 seconds in the half. Gaines still holding high left wing. Trying to drive on Walker. Tough defense. Gets the screen from Washington. Finds Washington cutting into the paint. And they're going to get an offensive foul. That was well set up by Anadarko. Toyokolia in the paint, able to just camp himself there and caught Washington a little ahead of himself.
Yeah, great job when he recognized that ball was going to be dumped over the top to Isaiah. And Isaiah likes to do that where he'll get his momentum going that direction. And, you know, he knew that.
It was the right call, no doubt. Now the inbounds pass over the head of Wall. Price trying to track down with 2 seconds. Pass to Head, tipped, and Head at the buzzer puts up the 3. Ooh, goes out the left side of the rim. And that's how we end the first half. The Boomers on top, 28-23 into the break. We'll step aside. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Life never stops moving. Between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can lose track of the miles and focus on what really matters, the memories made along the way. Stop in today at 2220 Main in Woodward to see your local Michelin dealer, Pipe Lanes Tire.
Tired of complicated Wi-Fi management? Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi makes it easy. With Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi, you can set your Wi-Fi password, view all your connected devices, and even run speed tests all from your phone. Need to set up parental controls? No problem. Simple, smart, secure. Stay connected and in control with Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Visit GoPioneer.com to learn more.
Half, Boomers on top 28-23 over the Anadarko Warriors. They just presented the Boomers with the $750 check for the OG&E Rivalry Series. So
I wish I had a check like that right there.
I just want the big check. I don't care. You can put one cent on there. I want the big check just for the fun of the big check.
I want the $750. I want the money. I want the money.
Just give me the big check. You can take the money. I'll take the big check. Because obviously you can't get a deposit that big check. But I would do it just for the fun of it.
You would take it up there just for the heck of it?
Yeah, I'd just go cause a ruckus just for the fun of it. All right, let's look at your High Plains Tire halftime stats and recap. Boomers lost the first quarter 17-11, but how about this? Turn it around, won the second quarter 17-6. So good turnaround.
That'll do it.
Second quarter. Looking at the scoring for him, it's Carter Reed with 9 points, as well as Kate Gaines and Isaiah Washington. He's got 8. Technically, Kate Gaines' bench production tonight since he didn't start.
That's true. So, that was the bench right there.
Yes, that's right. The bench producing with Kate Gaines. Connor Sunderland also with 2 points for the Boomers on the Anadarko side. Having a good first half. Caleb Shook, 6'4" senior. He's got 11 points powering to them. Jordan Gage also with 7. Troy Pendarvis with 2, and Jamin Bray with 3 for Anadarko. How are we looking on the boards, turnovers, things of that nature?
Boomers right now are out rebounding Anadarko 18-4. Like I said, 8 of those rebounds coming from Caden Gaines off the bench, like you said. He's got 7 defensive, 1 offensive. Carter Reed is the next leading Boomer on the rebounding category. He's got 2 offensive boards and a defensive rebound. Price and Washington both have 2 rebounds. Hutchins and Laredo both have a board. Boomers doing a good job at distributing the ball. 5 Boomers have assists. Carter has 2. Caden has a block. And then one surprising thing, because we see the Boomers do this pretty well, but this shows how good Anadarko is. There's only been 1 steal by the Boomers this game, and that was by Gage Hutchins. And kind of looking at the turnovers, at times it felt sloppy, but it was only turnovers was only 6-6 for both teams. So, this is kind of what you would expect out of 2 teams like this. I kind of thought maybe turnovers be a little bit higher tonight just because of the style of play. The Boomers kind of fall into that, going too fast sometimes, but overall, it's been a fairly clean game. So.
And that's, we talked about at the top of the broadcast with Anadarko, 5 seniors in their starting lineup. These guys are so experienced, they're so good chemistry-wise, and they've had a lot of success. So you can't expect them to give you any freebies. And so far, the Boomers have said, that's fine. We'll take advantage of just being able to. That second quarter, you mentioned it, the Boomers did a much better job of playing their pace as opposed to Anadarko's pace in that second quarter.
Sorry, I got it.
He's getting hit up on multiple fronts.
My kid's mom, because I got to take my kids.
Gotcha. Trying to coordinate with all this weather.
Yes. So go ahead. I completely lost track.
Pace for the Boomers.
I got to looking at multiple different things.
Yeah, pace for the Boomers. Very good in that second quarter as opposed to the first.
Yeah, and like I said, it's because they are able, those times where, whenever they don't have that shot immediately, they will pull it back. They will work the ball a little bit in the half-court set. And that's something Anadarko doesn't really do. When they go into a half-court set, they're trying to attack. They're trying to attack. They're trying to attack. Even on a rebound, kick it out, try to attack, which is great. But that's what sometimes gets the Boomers going into that too fast of a rhythm. So the Boomers kind of slowed it down just enough in that second quarter to take control of the game.
So at halftime stats recap, High Plains Tire halftime stats recap. Visit High Plains Tire, 2220 Main Street in Woodward is where your dollar goes further. Boomers lead 28-23 at the break over Anadarko. Just step aside, you're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
At Bank of Western Oklahoma, we know what it takes to keep your farm running smoothly. Our experienced lenders understand agriculture and offer competitive loans for real estate, livestock, equipment, and more. We are locally owned and invested in our communities, making decisions that benefit you quickly. Bank of Western Oklahoma, the bank that works as hard as you do. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Jimmy Pickens. Time of our tonight. Boomers lead 23 against very stout Anadarko Warrior squad. If you missed it earlier, the Boomers, of course, we mentioned Elk City going to be the opponent. We know the time, the date. It'll be Friday, 6 and 7:30. Weather should be far gone by then, so no worries about that. As we'll have that in Elk City on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Who's Anadarko got in there?
That is a good. That's what I was about to pull up. You beat me to it there. I got you.
You'll probably get there faster. It's a race.
It's a race.
It's a race.
We'll find it.
It's a race. What is that in Rat Race? Remember that movie?
Eric, you know that's about 10 years before I was born, you old man. They will take on Comanche Saturday.
Okay.
So that's who Anadarko
goes south.
Yep. No, they're hosting.
Well, they're hosting, but a team out of from
the
south.
Gotcha. Yeah.
If you don't know where Comanche is, that's outside of Duncan.
There you go.
Just south of Duncan.
Just south.
I believe that's Comanche County. I could be wrong.
It could be wrong. I was going to say, though.
I'm trying.
I was going to say, for the Boomers, keep in mind, should they win Friday, most likely we'll be taking on Weatherford because they will play, if you win Friday for the Boomers, you will play the winner of District 1, which is Weatherford and Cache. Cache completely upset. I don't know. They got the host because Weatherford was a regional site. Who knows? But should Woodward win, the regional would begin in Weatherford the following Thursday, I believe. So
yeah, I don't think that's going to be much of a
question mark.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Now, if you lose, we could have some split games depending on how that goes. Obviously, the girls match up a lot tougher than what the boys are going to draw Friday night. No offense to the Elk City boys, but the Boomers have handled them in the matchup so far this season. So we know the Elk City girls solid. Both teams back on the court. Their warm-ups done. Ready to begin the second half. Right in front of us, it is Cage inbounding to Walker for Anadarko. They're going right to left in this half. Boomers going left to right in front of us. We're off to the scorer's table. As a shook right wing, top key to Bray. In the paint, Cage working on Gaines. His shot, no good. Gaines straight up, takes the rebound. Feeds ahead to Price, down the right side. Top the key, kicks it to Sunderland, left corner. Finds Gaines, cutting to the basket. In the paint, trying to dump it down to Hutchins. Nice read by Bray, steals it, takes a bump, no call there. He feeds ahead to Cage and stolen away by Reed. He's trying to hop step in the lane. That's poked away from him. Bray able to track it down. Now has to hold off Price and does. And just gets back to Walker in the deep corner. So a couple of turnovers each way, essentially. As Cage drives, kicks in the corner. Jackson head for three, wide open. That's short, but rebound by Bray underneath. Nobody got him, and he'll put it back up and in.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where Caden was actually right there, but he's got to be so careful to not get in foul trouble.
Carter Reed throws the pass away. Shook able to pick it off. Boomers lead 28-25, but Anadarko a couple turnovers forced to begin the second half. 6:55 left third quarter. Now it's Walker going right side to head in the corner. Cage thinks about it. Now we'll drive on Gaines. Bounces it to Walker left side. Kick out Bray. Top of the key. 4-3. Hand to the face. No good. Rebound poked out by Head. And Cage able to retreat it. Anadarko get another offensive chance. As Bray will pull it back out to the Woodward W. Look over to the bench. Get the call. Hand off to Cage. Drive. Kicks it to Head. He'll take Hutchins to the hole. Sunderland blocked the initial shot. Head, though, a second chance, falls up and gets it. So Jackson Head with the bucket. So he's got his first. Boomers the other way. Gaines left corner. Working on Cage. Right side to Reed in the wing. Just back it out calmly. Boomers lead by 1, 28-27. Anadarko's had the first 4 points in the third quarter with 6:05 left in the frame. Gaines takes it top the key from Hutchins. Swings it to Southern on the left side. Back up top to Price. Just patient, trying to work it. Now Price high left side. Guarded by Head, gets the screen from Sunderland, rolls off of it in the corner. Hutchins thinks about it, but instead throws into Gaines. He'll see a near quadruple team, and they'll get him for the offensive foul. As Kane just kind of playing to himself and absorbed the contact. So for Gaines, that's his third.
Yeah, that's tough because it did look like Kate kind of lowered his shoulder a little bit. You know, maybe you know, the foul was sold.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he did kind of initiate the contact. You know, and he was triple teamed and he tried to make something happen. That's, you know, that is a young mistake right there.
Anadarko the other way with it. Head, left wing, top key to Cage. Now trying to drive, kicks to Walker, right side, 4-3, catch and shoot. He nails it, and Anadarko has erased that 5-point deficit. They now lead by 2, 30-28, 5:15 third quarter. Right side, it's Hutchins. Trying to work in the games, not there. Has to go to Reed, top the key. He gets the screen from Sunderland, uses it, pulls up elbow, took a slap to the hands, didn't matter. Carter Reed drains it over Caleb Shook. He's got 11. First Boomer in double figures. Carter Reed tonight. Boomers tied back up at 30. 4:55 third quarter. Hand off head. Rolls around the top. Sends the left side to Bray. Attacking on Gaines. Gets by him. The layup just out. Rebound though by Shook underneath. And he got fouled. It's an and one. Anadarko just constantly attacking those boards. Every time there's a shot up, there's a person there. Shook with 13. They'll get Connor Price for his first. Second foul of the quarter for the Boomers, and we'll see Cole Reed for the first time tonight to check out Kate Gaines. So the free throw for Shook falls. He's got 14, leading all scorers tonight. Anadarko up by 3, 33-30. 4:40 third quarter, right side. Cole Reed from Carter Price to Carter Reed on the elbow. Sides it up on Walker, just flips it to Price, left wing. Gets the high screen from Sunderland, but behind him to Hutchins. Boomers working around Reed on the right side, on the wing, trying to direct the screen to him. Sunderland sees the double team, kicks out to Price, steps up, takes the three off the catch and shoot, and he nails it. Connor Price on the board with the three, and we're tied back up at 33. 4:10 left third quarter.
I don't want to take too much away from him. He sure does have an awkward shot.
Hey, you know what? If it goes, it goes. That's all that matters. As Reed top the key, or head, excuse me, trying to throw down the paint. Ball loose, and Anadarko able to save it. Get it down to Cage in the paint, and sticks the layup left side. Jordan Cage with 9. Anadarko back up by 2, 35-33. 3:45 third quarter. Price top the key. Right side to Reed. Trying to direct traffic again. Gets Sunderland. Has pick up his dribble. Up to Price. Left side to Hutchins. Up to Reed. Just working this possession. Right side to Price. Finds Hutchins rolling over a screen in the corner. Reed pumps. He drives. Spins in the paint. Through a double team. The shot a little short. Rebound poked out. Chasing it down. Cole Reed tried, but Bray took it away. Now he's attacking on Price. And a charge. Connor Price stepped in and absorbed one. Almost a little late, but he got there, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that's what one official, I think he was going to go with charge, but he gave away to the other official who made the same call. Great job.
It was a bang-bang play as Isaiah Washington checks in for Connor Sunderland. So it's Cole Reed, Isaiah Washington, Gage Hutchins, Carter Reed, and Connor Price, the 5 on the floor for the Boomers. 3:10 left in the third quarter. Price topped the keys. Boomers trail 35-33. Price wasn't looking, and the ball goes out of bounds. Coach Gaines upset because Gage just threw that one back, and Connor wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, that was kind of an unusual turnover for the Boomers. We haven't seen that too many times this year where they have that kind of miscommunication.
And off that, Coach Gaines taking a timeout to get her boys back in the game headspace-wise. Great Plains Bank, Heritage Trust, respect. Those are the things that make Great Plains Bank great. With deep roots across Oklahoma and Texas, they are in touch with communities in which their customers live and work. Compass Athletics, from sports equipment to championship trophies and everything in between. 2024 Main Street, Woodward, or 580-256-7045. Great Plains Bank, Compass Athletics, powering Boomer sports this season on KMZ FM Woodward. Boomers trail 35-33 out of the timeout with 3:03 remaining in the third quarter. Let's see which 5 steps in out of the timeout. It is Washington, Cole Reed, Carter Reed, Connor Price, and Gage Hutchins. As it's Anadarko with possession. It'll be Bray and batting in front of the scorers table in the backcourt to Walker. Walker across the timeline, had 25 in their first matchups. Been a little quiet tonight, but others have stepped up. Bray back to Walker for 3 in the corner. And just as I say it, there he is. 6 for Walker. Anadarko up by 5 now, 38-33. Moves the other way with Washington, double team, has to back it around. To Reed, left side, down to Washington, trying to work on Shook, gets up and under him for the basket. Good move by Isaiah, he's got 10, joining Carter Reed in double figures. As it's Walker across the timeline for Anadarko right side. Boomers trailed by 3, 38-35. Boomers with possession, a pass inside. Cole Reed bats it away to Carter. He's down the left side. Pulls up, top the key, Cole Reed swings it. Price, left wing, pulls up for the three. Too strong. Rebound taken by Bray, and then Washington knocks him down, but they call the travel. Oh boy, Coach Shumpert went to the push. He may have had a case, but the Boomers get away with one.
Yeah, I think as Washington went up to try to get that rebound.
Yeah, they collided.
They kind of made contact with him, knocked him down, but yeah, it's just a tough situation.
So then after the Boomers, it's Washington to Reed, back to Washington. The second chance gets it to stick as he missed the first. Isaiah another bucket. He's got 12. Boomers take advantage of the gift. They trail by one, 38-37. 2 minutes left, third quarter.
Technically, the Boomers have 21 points off the bench.
Jeez, what a number. Back the other way for Anadarko. Right side, it's Bray on the wing attacking, trying to kick it over to Walker and gets it left side. They'll pull it back out. High wing picked up by Reed. Remember, Boomers do not have games on the floor right now. He's taking a bit of a breather. Walker driving the shot, short, good defense by Reed. Hutchins ahead, has a 3-on-1. Over to Carter Reed, flies in for the layup, left side, and in, and the Boomers recapture the lead. Carter Reed with 13 tonight, 39-38. Minute 25 left, third quarter. The Cedars stepping up big right now. As it's Walker across the timeline. Hands off to Passy, top the key, zips it inside to Shook. Good bat by Washington, ball loose, but Shook able to retrieve it. Boomers almost came away with that steal. As Walker calms it down, top the key on the right side. Bounces it to Shook straight away, kicks it to Bray, left wing. Sees a bit of a double team, pulls up for three. They switch off him. Three rims out. Washington flies in for the board and gets poked over. Carter Reed takes it. Now check up. 50 seconds left in the third quarter as Boomers lead 39-38. Carter Reed holding, top of the key. Right side, Cole Reed. Over to Gaines, or it's Hutchins, excuse me, top of the key. Left side to Reed. Holding it for 35 seconds. Still check the clock. Now get some instructions from Coach Gaines. Carter Reed looking to pass it maybe. Finally finds Connor Price with 24 seconds left, third quarter, high left wing. Over to Cole Reed, right side, 19. Down to 15 seconds left in the quarter. Carter Reed still holding top of the key. Boomers lead 39-38. He gets the high screen from Washington. Now he cuts off of it, off the double team, and they're going to get Washington on the charge. No.
Yeah, they do.
Again, and it's the same move as the last one. Where he builds up his momentum and he flies into the guy. So I mean, Anadarko played it right.
It's not a terrible play call by any means.
It's not. So you got to be a little more under control for Isaiah. That's the difference here. So turnover with 7 seconds left, third quarter. 39-38. We were still lead by one. Inbound goes to Cage as Washington checks out, gives away to Sunderland. Cage driving on Reed with two. Sticks the layup off the glass. A tough look at the buzzer for Jordan Cage. He's got 11, and Anadarko comes back to take a 1-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. 40-39. We'll step aside, come back for the fourth. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
This back-to-school season, give your home the connection it deserves with Go Pioneer Fiber Internet. Experience the power of Wi-Fi 6 technology for smoother streaming, gaming, and learning. And with the Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app, managing your home network is a breeze. Choose from multiple plans with symmetrical speeds for lightning-fast uploads and downloads. Get your family school-ready with Go Pioneer Fiber Internet. Sign up today at gopioneer.com.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's longest-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire, at 2220 Main in Woodward.
Full house. Fourth quarter. 39. Number 4 in Class 3A, Anadarko. Trying to pull off the upset for senior nights. The Boomers will have the possession to begin the fourth quarter. It's Connor Price, the inbound. Right in front of us. He'll feed it into Carter Reed, top the key. Boomers 5, Reed, Hutchins, Price, Sunderland, and Gaines. The usual starting 5. Gaines takes it right side. Puts the screen from Price, Sunderland can't get him on the cut. Sunderland does get it. Works back out to Price, left wing. Cutting across. The right side, top the key to Reed, back to Price. He's working the possession. Hutchins dips down to Sunderland on the baseline. He loses the handle trying to turn on his defender. Coach Gaines arguing for a push to no avail. So turnover for the Boomers to begin the fourth quarter. Anadarko will take it back. 7:30 left in the game. Boomers trailed by 1, 40-39. It's Walker. Send it over to Canes. Right side, he'll drive. Kick out to Bray, top the key. Kick it to Walker, left side. They'll just simply back it out again. Anadarko not afraid to take their time on a possession. Right side, it's Shook taking it. Top the key to head. Swing back over to Walker. Gets open for 3. A late closeout, and Walker hits another one. He's got 9, and Anadarko up by 4, 43-39. Boomers the other way with 7 minutes left in the game. Left side, it's Reed. Looking for somebody dumping into, finds Sunderland, but Gaines came in. He didn't realize who was going to pass to. Stolen away by Anadarko. Walker, another 3, left side, rims out. Rebound fought for. Head saves it, but straight to Connor Sunderland. Boomers trying to push back. Trailing by 4. Carter Reed thinks about it. High left wing. Now tries to attack. Gets free throw line. Pulls up. Tough leaner. Goes. Carter Reed with 15. Leading the Boomers tonight. Back to a 2-point game. 43-41. Anadarko with the lead possession. 6:20 left. Right side. Walker. Trying to dump it down to Bray. Pass batted. Stolen away. Hutchins comes up with it. Ahead to Sunderland. Took some pressure. Flips it over to Reed. Flies in. Draws the foul. Shot off. But Carter Reed to the free throw line. What a game the seniors have. One of the best efforts he's had all season long. And they will get Trent Walker for his second. So a chance to tie it up with 6:10 left in the game. It's Reed. Dip shoots the first free throw. High off the back iron. So it remains a 2-point ball game.
It's been a while since the Boomers have been in this situation late in the game and trailing, but they just got to continue to work and not try to do too much.
Second free throw misses as well from Reed. Anadarko the other way. Bray, a 3 left corner, nails it. So just like that, Anadarko pushes back ahead by 5. Carter Reed takes it off the inbounds right side. Drew the foul on his way in. Got swiped at. We'll see who they call it on. They get Jackson Head, his second. 5:56 left in the ball game. Boomers trail 46-41. Gaines the inbounder. Gives it to Hutchins right side. They'll swing around Price. Gaines corner 3. And that one a little short. Rebound fought for, but it works its way down to Walker. Flips ahead to Caines on the right side. Double team. Price. Gaines on him. Has to pick up the dribble. Fires the pass. Picked off by Hutchins. Flips ahead to Carter Reed, but the pass too strong. And Reed throws it off Anadarko. Good job by Carter Reed. Oh, the Anadarko crowd upset. The Boomer crowd happy. And we got some jaw between them.
Yeah, I don't know what to me it looked like it went off his leg. I don't know if it was.
It looked from our vantage point that Reed threw it off the Anadarko guy. Are they saying it was Anadarko ball? That's what I'm trying to understand.
No, I think they were saying it went off the Anadarko guy.
Okay. That's what we thought the call was. We got a timeout and take it. R5 customer Gordy. When you work with R5, you can count on a quick, fun, and enjoyable process with results that consistently exceed expectations. Go chat with their screen printers by Customized Apparel, 817 Main Street in Woodward, or 580-256-3975. R5, powering Boomer Sports this season.
Kind of what I was saying earlier, Brewers got plenty of time. It's only a 5-point game with 5:36. No need to rush. No need to force things.
But like I said a second ago, they haven't been in this situation in a minute. Haven't played a tie game like this in a minute. This will be Boomer ball. Price, the inbounder beneath the right block on the baseline. Looking to get the play set up. Out to Hutchins. Right wing. 4-3. And that one's short. Rebound, though, by Reed. Underneath, he gets blocked, and then Sunderland cleans it up and gets fouled. Shot no good. Looked like Reed almost lost the handle all the way up, more so than a block.
That's the other thing. I don't think it was a block. I think he was actually hit on the arm. But they completely missed it. Luckily, Sonny was there to clean it up, and then he got hacked.
Shook gets his first foul of the game. Free throws for Sunderland. The first one falls. He's got 3 points. And on the opposite side, high in the bleachers, there's a young Sunderland head up there.
Little brother's got a big head up there.
Yep. Second free throw good from Sonny. He's got 4. Makes both. 46-43. Boomers trailed by 3. 5:30 left. Anadarko on the possession. This is Walker across the timeline. Top to keep. Cage right side. Zipping it down to Bray. And Sunderland swats it out of bounds. Almost had the steal. Pass was a bit crazy. This will be Walker, the inbounder, beneath the right block. Kicks it out. Bray in the corner. Snuck out there. Nobody got him, and hits the 3. Can't leave Jabin Bray open. He's got 11. 49-43. Anadarko leads. 5:10 left in the game. Price dumps it to Sunderland in the paint, working on Shook. Trying to zip it down to Hutchins, and then out of bounds as Anadarko can't save it.
Yeah, Bray's 3-point shot, man, there. He just kind of slings it in there.
He does, but it is pure.
Not a lot of arc on it, but he knocks it down.
It's a laser. Freaking laser. You don't need Austin Powers on this.
You're too young for that.
No, that was my prime right there. Top of the key, Hutchins. Gaines. He gets the screen, now flies in for the layup and sticks it. Gaines just took it to the hole that time. It's his first basket in a while. He's got 11. Cougars get trailed by 4, 49-45. 4:45 left in the game. Anadarko on the possession. Right side, Bray takes the pass down to Cage, working on Reed in the paint. Shot a little off, gets his own board though over Sunderland. His second attempt no good. Now him and Price tie up. Should be jump ball it is. Possession arrow Anadarko. And boy, the Anadarko crowd losing it. They're losing it. They want a foul. But it's been a physical game. They've let it play. I mean, to the
they have. I feel like both sides have things they can be upset with. Both
and
sides.
On the inbounds, Gaines with the steal over the top to Reed for the layup and in. 17 for Carter Reed. We might need to get Caden out on the football field next year. That was a beautiful.
I don't think.
Probably wouldn't be allowed.
Allow that.
But 6'7" quarterback would be fun. Anyways, 4:15 left in the game. Boomers trail by 2. Crowd back in there. 49-47. Cage drives for Anadarko. Top key to Bray. To head beside him. He looks to attack. Stops in the paint, slides a bit, feeds it back to Bray. Working over to head, left side. Now he'll attack on Washington. Tried to zip a pass down low, poked away. Head, though, comes up with it. Now he's in the paint. Washington, gets the block. No, they call a timeout. Anadarko with a very close timeout there. So it'll be a timeout. Anadarko with 3:57 left in the game. Just a 30. Western Drug, 1021 Oklahoma Avenue. They've got a friendly caring staff and a drive-through window that is awfully convenient. Excellent service, 580-256-5586. And Sealy State Bank, they've got a branch now in Woodward, the new location, 2314 Williams Avenue. Sealy State Bank Woodward branch offers full-service banking, including personal checking, savings, home and commercial loans, mobile and online banking, wire transfers, and much more. Sealy State Bank and Western Drug, Pioneer Boomer Sports this season. As the Boomers nearly got a turnover on that possession, but Anadarko keeps it. 3:57 left in the ball game. They'll have the inbounds pass. They lead 49-47 over the Boomers. This will be Bray, the inbounder, beneath the right block on the baseline. Bray quickly feeds into Cage. He'll drive baseline, gets the shot up and in. Crafty move by Bray to get that to Cage. He's got 13. 4-point game again, 51-47, 3:45 left. It's Price top the key, trying to get somebody open. Goes to Hutchins, left wing. Bounce pass to Washington, that's batted and stolen. Bray comes up with it on Hutchins. Flips it over to Head, the layup, and Jackson Head with 4. Just like that, 6-point ball game in favor of Anadarko. And now a timeout taken up by the Boomers after the turnover. M&D Enterprises and the Lawnmower Shop for your best lawn, porch, or patio. M&D Enterprises and the Lawnmower Shop are your people. They carry everything you need to make your greenscape that little piece of heaven you've always dreamed of. Locations in Woodward, Canton, and Weatherford. Smith & Co. Auction and Realty, Oklahoma's real estate and land auction experts. Smith & Co. is your #1 choice for your land auctions and real estate needs. 580-254-3975. Or email Ira at smithcorealestate.com. And Great Plains Bank, Heritage Trust, Respect. Those are the things that make Great Plains Bank great. Deep roots across Oklahoma and Texas, they are in touch with the communities in which their customers live and work. Great Plains Bank, Smith & Co. M&D, powering Boomer Sports this season. And Eric, that was a big turnover there. You're down by 6 now. The Boomers, again, it's this situation we talked about. You haven't really been in this in a while for these boys over this 12-game win streak.
Well, and I was, and I feel like this is kind of, if I remember right, similar to something that happened down there where, the Boomers had cut it close coming out of a timeout. They had a great play drawing up, and then it kind of snowballed. Next thing you know, it's like a 6 to 8 point difference really quick. So the Boomers seem to kind of get that off their shoulders a little bit, come out here and just play.
Top key is Price over the Gaines left wing, trying to shoot. He had to pass it out, pass batted, almost stolen by Walker. Crashes into the Boomer bench. Coach Uribe with good hands catching him. As he's out of bounds, he'll stay with the Boomers. Gaines the inbounder in front of his own bench. Top key to Reed. Boomers trail 53-47, 3:15 left. Gaines takes the catch, shoot 3, and he hit it. Gaines with 14. And the Boomers back within 3, 53-50. Need to stop though with 3:04 left. Gray top key up to Toyokoya. Right wing to Cage, works at the head. Gray right side. A little weave action here by Anadarko. This is where you got to be careful. They're going to try to do this to pick you apart. Washington giving Toyokoya the business. Finds head at the Woodward W. Anadarko trying to work the possession. That foul underneath on the Boomers. Washington gets called for.
That's going to be his 5th.
And it is number 5 for Isaiah, unfortunately. And the senior with 12 on senior night. So get a round of applause from the Boomers. Faithful. As Laredo will check in. So it's Carter Reed, Connor Price, Laredo, Gaines, and Cole Reed, the 5 from the Boomers. Hutchins currently on the bench. Inbound. Right side. Cage gets it deep. Almost gets tied up by Carter Reed.
That's a good no call.
Anadarko crowd wanted to call. Like I said, no call.
That's a good no call. They just got tangled up. It wasn't anything.
And now Laredo gets a little bit of the touch foul on Walker. Second on Laredo. Second of the quarter. Not necessarily the worst thing for the Boomers because Anadarko can run this clock. So might need to get yourself a little closer to 5. As it's Cage, top the key. High left wing Bray. Anadarko just working that stall ball. This is what they're so good at. This is Coach Shumpert's stable. Cole Reed trying to poke his way at Bray. Almost gets it, but they work it over to Walker. Back to Bray, dumps to Cage at the paint, kicks out. Head, thinks about, not. Goes out to Walker. Right side, too shook. 2 minutes left. Anadarko draining that clock. Now turn a drive by Walker and a foul on the layup attempt. Boomers try to come up with the defense. Let's see who they get.
They're going to get Laredo.
And it is Aaron, his 3rd. And it will be free throws now for Trent Walker. It's a student section, a little upset mildly with 1:58 left. Walker to the line, has 9 points tonight, 3 threes. First free throw on his way. Oh, off the back iron.
All right, that'll do.
That will help.
Now the Boomers just need to capitalize on their possession. I think we're going to get a timeout for Coach Gaines.
Out of the shot. Bray getting ready, or excuse me, Walker getting ready for a second free throw. Or, okay, timeout before the free throw. We'll see if she's going to hold it. She'll take a full with 1:58 left. Boomers trail 53-50. Compass Athletics, from sports equipment to championship trophies and everything in between. 2024 Main Street Woodward, 580-256-7045. R5 customer embroidery. When you work with R5, you can count on a quick, fun, and enjoyable process with results that consistently exceed expectations. Reach out with your screen printers about customized apparel. 817 Main Street or 580-256-3579. And Western Drug, 1021 Oklahoma Avenue. They've got a friendly and caring staff in the drive-thru window that is convenient. Always excellent service. 580-256-5586. Compass Athletics, R5, Western Drug, powered over sports this season. So you got one free throw miss here, Eric. If you get a second one, it'd be big news for the Boomers.
Well, if you get a second one, you got to make sure you get the rebound because, that's one thing we've seen. Anadarko's got 12 offensive rebounds. But whether they make it, miss it, we get the rebound, whatever it needs to be, the Boomers need to do. Boomers need to do a good job of having a clean possession, getting a good offensive look.
That they do. You mentioned those rebounds, Anadarko. It doesn't matter who it's been. It's been the smaller guys, the bigger guys are adept at being able to fight for that board and poke it out.
Yeah, they do a great job of, again, it goes back to how well coached of team they are.
So 53-50, Boomers trail by 3. Walker stepping up for his second free throw, missed the first. Dips, shoots, that one, good. Makes it a 4-point game. 10 points for Walker. Boomers will push ahead. Carter Reed trying to fire it in the corner to Cole Reed. That's knocked out of bounds. Into the Boomer bench, minute 55 left.
It's only a 4-point game with just under 2 minutes. No need to rush. Just make sure you get a good shot.
Inbounds goes to Carter Reed. Left side to Sunderland. Back to Carter Reed in the corner. As looking for somebody to come to him. Finds Price. Price gets it to Gaines. Wanted to catch and shoot. It's not there. Has to work it back around. Gaines trying to shake Cage. Not there. Cole Reed steps up. Takes a 3. Banks it home! Cole Reed! The banks are open on President's Day.
Hey!
54-53 with a minute 25 left. Anadarko leading by 1. Now trying to hold. Cage has Gaines on him. Boomers going to have to apply some pressure. Anadarko is going to play that stall ball. Get the crowd into it though. Gaines just running around. Gaines kind of playing hand fighting with him. And now the pass off, but Walker able to save it. Almost out of bounds there. Now Carter Reed. Gaines double teams him. Gaines gets it. Right corner. It's Koya down to 55 seconds. Anadarko still patient. He's going to have to apply some of that pressure. Reed trying to check on Walker. Gaines now high left side. Trap comes, but able to dish it out as Cage. Gets Braid. Back to Walker with 40 seconds. Now Tokoya on the baseline. Left him open. He got the basket. But that works for the Boomers. Makes it a 3-point game again. Boomers trying to push ahead. Tokoya's first basket. 56-53. 25 seconds left in the game. Price top the key. Boomers trying to get the motion. As Price has it up top. Right side. To Reed. Gaines takes the 3 in the corner. A little strong by Gaines. Rebound by Head on the backside. Now Walker, a smart timeout. Deep on his own baseline. And with 10 seconds. Boy, it's about the look you wanted, Eric, but you just couldn't make it.
Yeah, I think Hayden may have actually stepped out of bounds right before he took that shot.
So we call a little break there, too.
I think Boomers got a little bit of a break. But, they're doing a pretty good job, not allowing Caden to get over. They did a great job against Caden down there. Yep. That was one of his lower scoring performances down there in Anadarko. So,
he had, 14 tonight? So, to that point. Salem State Bank now with branch in Woodward, the new location, 2314 Williams Avenue. Salem State Bank Woodward branch offers full service banking, including personal checking, savings, home and commercial loans, mobile and online banking, wire transfers, and much more. M&D Enterprises and a Lawnmower Shop. Your best lawn, porch, or patio. M&D and the Lawnmower Shop are your people. They carry everything they need to make your greenscape that little piece of heaven you've always dreamed of. Locations in Woodward, Canada, and Weatherford, and Smith & Co. Auction and Realty. Oklahoma's real estate and land auction expert. Smith & Co.'s #1 choice for all your land auctions and real estate needs. 580-254-3975 or email hire@smithcorealestate.com. Smith & Co. M&D, Salem State Bank, Power Boomer Sports this season. So the Boomers trail 56-53, 10 seconds left, and they've got to foul twice to send Anadarko to the line.
Yeah, I think, if you, obviously they're going to play for the steal here, but, if you don't get the steal, you immediately got to get the foul.
So it'll be Cage inbounding. Gaines blocking him on the baseline. Inbound goes to Head in the deep corner. Now draining some clock. Good ball moved by Anadarko down to 6. Floated ahead. Head easy to Walker or to Bray for the layup, and that's going to do it. The Boomers fall tonight on senior night, 58-53 to Anadarko. The Warriors end the Boomers' 12-game winning streak. We'll step aside, come back with your post-game wrap. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Life never stops moving. Between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can lose track of the miles and focus on what really matters, the memories made along the way. Stop in today at 2220 Main in Woodward to see your local Michelin dealer, Pipe Lanes Tire.
Feel safe and secure with Arlo Wireless Outdoor Camera, available at Pioneer. Arlo offers top-notch protection with crystal clear video quality, rain or shine. Monitor your home from anywhere with remote smartphone access. Whether you're at home or on the go, Arlo keeps you connected to what matters most. Trust Arlo and Pioneer to keep your home safe and secure. Visit GoPioneer.com to get your Arlo wireless cameras today.
Words tonight. The boys so close to trying to keep that 12-game winning streak going, but Anadarko able to pull out in the end. Let's look at your post-game stats for the Woodward boys. It was Carter Reed, the senior, lead the way with 17 points tonight for the Boomers. Kate Gaines finished with 14. Isaiah Washington had 12. And then you had 4 from Connor Sunderland. Connor Price and Cole Reed had 3 apiece. So on the Anadarko side, it was a pretty spread out effort. Ultimately, Caleb Shook had 14. Jordan Cage had 13. Javen Bray also with 13. And Trent Walker with 10 points for Anadarko. Their main scorers all in double figures. Quarter scoring, up and down game. Boomers lost the first quarter 17-11. Won the second quarter 17-6. But Anadarko controlled the second half. They won the third quarter 17-11 and the fourth 18-14 ultimately to get that 5-point victory. And Eric had a look on the rebounds, steals, things of that nature, turnovers.
Rebounds, Boomers had the advantage, 26-23. Caden ended up getting his double-double with 10 rebounds. Carter ended up with 4 rebounds, as well as Isaiah Washington. Hutchins, Sunderland and Price each had 2 rebounds, and Laredo added a rebound as well. Carter had 3. Carter Reed ended up with 3 assists, Gaines with 2 assists. Hutchins, Sunderland, Price, and Washington each had an assist. And then as far as turnovers, Anadarko played much cleaner in the second half, where the turnovers ended up being a 15-9 advantage in their favor.
That's how that shook down. And I mean, Eric, it's a tough loss. It stings a bit because you had been on such a roll, but man, great effort tonight. And you realize, I think for the boys, you are just a few plays away from really being a next level team. Yeah,
you know, and again, it goes back to, you know, kind of like that situation out of the timeout where they got, you know, got essentially a quick 6 points in a couple possessions, you know, in like 3 possessions. And things like that, you know, again, like you said, the Boomers feel like they're right there on the edge, you know. And this is a loss. It's a tough loss, but they played great. They played good against a really good Anadarko. I kept thinking about that during the game of how good this Anadarko team really is. You know, the fact that the Boomers had an opportunity in the last minute to try to take the lead, to tie the game or take the lead. So, you know, that says a lot about, you know, where this Boomer team is. And, you know, if you're kind of thinking this is a Boomer team of old, it's not. You know, be ready, because these guys are ready. It's, you know, like we said, the record is 0-0 now.
Yep.
You know, they've got 2 losses. You know, hopefully, you know, we're gonna have to go through Weatherford. I don't want to say that's going to be one of those losses, but you know, that's a tough win. It's going to be one of those where it's another measuring game. Where you say, okay, how good are we truly? You know, and then if you end up in that consolation bracket, you know, you got that one loss and you know, go out there and work, take care of business, and prove that, hey, one of the underrated teams in the state of Oklahoma right now.
Absolutely. And with that, of course, brings us to our Bank of Western Oklahoma player of the game. Feel free to disagree with me on this one. I think we go with Carter Reed.
Absolutely. I think the only other person would be Isaiah, because Isaiah played a great game. Another senior, but Carter did a great job overall. Like, how many? Let's see, finished with
17.
Finished with 17
Leading
points.
the team tonight.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at the girls. Had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal. So yeah, he played really well tonight.
So Carter Reed going to be our Bank of Western Oklahoma player of the game. Bank of Western Oklahoma they go beyond banking. No matter where you are, the Bank of Western Oklahoma is always close. Find a location near you at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. So Carter Reed, our boys, Bank of Western Oklahoma player of the game. With that, of course, the boys, after losing 58-53, they fall to 16-5 on the season. The girls earlier, if you missed it, lost 68-49 to Anadarko. They go into the playoffs at 10-11. And we know for sure Friday night, 6 and 7:30. Woodward teams will be in Elk City to begin the path, maybe to the Big House, as they'll take on the Elks and the Elkettes, for the district championship game there. It'll be District 4. If you can pull that one out, you'll wind up most likely facing Weatherford come to start the regionals. Until then, we might have a coach show. We might not. Depends on that weather. If it's as bad as it turns out to be, probably not. So keep that in mind. At the very least, we hope you'll be able to join us Friday night in Elk City as the Boomers begin their road to the playoffs. Everybody, we hope you had a fun journey listening to us tonight or watching, whether it's listening on Z92 or watching on Boomer TV. We hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday night. We'll catch you on Friday. You've been listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
You've been listening to